intro from me and Ashley.
Tell you what I want to do is I want to introduce people to BlurdDotRadio.
BlurdDotRadio.
Oh, hi.
Just popped out. There he is.
There he is.
Okay.
My name is Mike Stidham. You're watching BlurdDotRadio. Let me hit my little prompt.
Mike Stidham.
We are also joined on tonight's panel by the hardest working DJ in Chicago, DJ L.O. Kari.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I forgot that
There it
that's
is.
what that was. The most fashionable blurred in the world, Kenny is with us.
Howdy.
Yo, I'm lagging like a motherfucker. What the hell?
Yeah, I feel like I'm lagging too. That voice was Ash Got Him.
I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
I thought it was just my signal.
Oh, I just clicked back into the tab. I think we're good.
Yeah. That other voice that you've heard, if you are not up on game, is one of the greatest nerdcore rappers out there. Geekster, the SuperNerd, is with us tonight. Do we got an applause drop? I'll just clap.
Yeah!
Hey.
Woo! There it is.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm trying to
DJ
get my
Lokari uses the same setup when he DJs, and he has been DJing his ass off as usual.
As per usual.
Sorry,
For
my
sure.
I'm trying to get my headphones together. Something's going on.
Gotcha. We'll figure it out.
The silhouette himself has finally shown
There he
up.
is. Steve is with us. Steve, I want you to know that Jeff, I guess Steve and I share a barber now that I started doing shows and having to get my hair lined up. Jeff was like, no love for me on Steve because he always covers up my work with a hat.
Yeah, and a flyable, expensive and rare hat. I'm not like trying to like put his shit on. Like he does a great job.
He does.
He does a fucking great job. And then I put my hat directly on right now.
Said before Steve leaves the shop, it's like, all right, thanks.
It has nothing to do with him. It has to more think. There's a lot of things I have to unpack in a therapy session one day about my mom not letting me grow my hair out.
There you go.
That's real.
Speaking of therapy, it's time for Blurred Out. I got a real quick Blurred Out. House of the Dragon season finale was fun, but kid gets eaten.
That was a finale?
That was the finale.
Season 1.
It was a pretty lukewarm season. You know what it was missing? Tyrion Lannister or anyone funny. Like it was just serious shit.
Yeah,
every
there
single
wasn't
episode.
any real levity.
Yeah.
Characters for that anyway. I think it did enough to set up for the next season though. Like it's established the conflict, the sides, and the way it ended, you definitely like, oh, some shit's gonna go down. They're probably gonna do another goddamn time skip, but
I hope they don't do any. Well, they kind of have to, I guess.
they kind of have to.
They don't have. That's the problem. Is I feel like they could have started with like at the beginning of the first time skip.
What, when they were like once when they were already married?
At right now, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
Because it set some stuff up, but it wasn't Rhaenyra and Alicent used to be friends. Now they don't like each other.
I mean,
She started fucking
I like
her
setting
dad.
up the childhood relations.
But they could have alluded to that, and we would have been all.
Who fucked who, daddy?
Yeah. There's a character that fucked another character's dad because her dad told her to so that he could get his grandkids on the Iron Throne,
That's definitely a fantasy I've seen played out in what is the problematic Bang Bros fucking Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't know we were going to
Quite a
Bang Bros.
bit.
I should have known we were going to Bang Bros.
But it is.
Nice,
Like-
Steve. Nice.
Yeah.
I do be wondering, like, why? Like,
Why?
when did this become so popular?
what?
Oh, the incest porn? That's
Yeah.
That's been around forever.
it's a taboo
I
Yeah.
don't.
from what I hear. Because I read about it too. Because I was like, why is this everywhere all of a sudden?
It's been like that.
Weird.
Porn likes taboos.
I do not find my siblings attractive. I mean, we're good looking
Well,
people.
you're
My
not
mama ain't make
supposed
no ugly babies, but
Hey, listen, it's
Yeah.
a thing.
Do you think?
Hey.
Oh my God! Never mind.
What?
Show.
There it is.
Love it.
Next up in the blurred outs, let's get Geekster the super nerd in here. Geekster,
Blurt it out.
what you got this week?
Yeah.
What are you blurting out about this week?
Man, oh shoot, amazing! I got Nakia Renee's phone number.
Say that one more time.
Who?
I said, what?
Wait, what did he say?
You got
Say that
whose
one
phone number?
What happened?
You said you got
Nakia Renee.
Nakia Renee. Oh, Nakia Renee cosplayer.
Yeah, Jesus.
you got her.
Yep, I'm
number.
just playing. I'm lying. Shut up.
Ah.
Whoa, tomato, throwing tomato.
Ah.
Oh, this is not a real thing. I was actually about to look it up. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
From what I hear, she has
Yeah,
an interesting OnlyFans page. Say it one more time. You're a
She
little
does.
muffled.
She does.
Yeah.
What makes it so interesting?
She does. She does. Like the real shit.
For
Why-
sure.
Actually,
what
it's
makes-
more like.
Yeah,
it's more
man.
like, what are you
Like,
interested in?
you know what it would take to pull off this?
Say it one more time.
Shoot, man.
Is it-
You have to. You know what you have to go through to just get a number? You have to achieve the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and then perform the infinite Tsukuyomi to pull off some stuff like that.
It can work. Listen, man, don't give up on your dreams. It can happen.
Hey, shoot your shot.
There it is. There it is.
No, but what were you saying, Steve, about what makes her OnlyFans so interesting?
I don't know this person, but
Let's roll on with the blurred outs.
Yeah, there you go.
Before we get on what makes an
There you have
OnlyFans
it.
page
There you
interesting.
have it. Yeah.
Geekster, you got any so many? You got any new music out?
I got a music video I released doing good numbers called Slugs and Potatoes. Now, I know the title is misleading, but
It sounded like you
it's
said
symbolic
plugs and
because
potatoes.
the two things put salt on slugs. So what?
It sounded like you said plugs and
Hello?
potatoes is the name of the song. Is that what you said?
Oh no, Slugs and Potatoes.
Ah,
And,
there we go.
The whole song is basically talking about how we do it. Yeah, the time when people throw the most salt on you. Well, one of the times is when you're arrested, and I got two cousins in prison for murder that they did not commit. And the moment they got locked up, everybody was throwing salt on their names. So I recorded a song and I did a music video as a source of encouragement to them. I'm working on an album based on their situation that's going to be released in December 12th of this year.
Okay. That's dope. What are their names? Shout them out. Slugs and potatoes. I'm looking this up. Also, people at home, check out Geekster the Super Nerds, Slugs and Potatoes, right here, right now. Well, maybe not right now. Maybe like, after our show. Keep watching this, but then go check out Slugs and Potatoes. For sure. Well, thank you, Geekster. For sure. Ash got him. Oh, wait, what you got?
Absolutely.
For sure. Ash, what you got? Is Ash there?
I'm here. I was muted, so y'all ain't hear me chewing.
Well, Ash got him.
Blurt it out.
Well, Big Mouth is back.
Is it?
Yep, it is. I can't believe there's been 6 seasons of this show.
Dear God.
6 seasons and a spinoff.
The spinoff was kind of funny. I actually did.
I actually liked it. It was actually less gross than the name Big Mouth. Yeah. I mean, Big Mouth is one of those shows that I continue to enjoy. I just can't recommend to anybody who's not already invested because it's gross. Like,
I was going to say they're going to get strange ideas about you.
There's a lot of grossness to it, you know,
For
but
sure.
it's still funny, and there's still like heartwarming moments and relatable moments, especially in its more cringy moments. This particular season, they actually had an asexual character. They actually had 2 asexual characters, one of which was the rich, fun black auntie, complete with her own moo-moo. And I was like, yo, this is me. Mine is the moo-moo. And actually being asexual. Like, I don't claim to be asexual, but enough people associate me as being such. But I appreciated the representation of that sexuality, of like not being weird, but at the same time, these kids are way over hypersexualized. Like, they're like 12,
for sure.
and they were playing.
They're young. They're horny on every episode.
Yeah, but they were playing a game called, like, it was like the Rice Purity Test, where it was like the higher your number, the less you've done. And one of the characters was upset because he had like a 92. I'm like, bruh, you're 12. You should not really have much off of your plate in terms of what you've done sexually or just exploitive with another child. You're 12. Calm down. You've got time, bro. You're not even in high school yet. But
I mean, at least it was another child.
Yeah,
there's one of the guys that does a voice on this show. I'm waiting for the news article to come out on that guy.
Yeah.
And tell by his face.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching. I watch all the seasons religiously. And on the strength of being real, Andrew Glauberman is my favorite character because I can relate to him in so many different ways. Especially when I was his age. Like, I really could. That social awkwardness and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Like, so I was kind of upset because I thought season 5 would be the last season of Big Mouth. So I started watching the extinction of that show, Human Resources, and that kind of fills the void a little bit.
Yeah, I like Human Resources.
Human Resources is a lot more.
Now I know it's out now. Yeah,
for sure.
Like, Human Resources deals more with, you know, being an adult. So there's not as.
I'm just mad this person's name is Glauberman.
There's not as much grossness. Andrew is fucking gross. Like, no offense to you, Geekster, since you seem to relate to him, but Andrew is like so perverted. Even the other hormone monsters are like, what the fuck? Like, he gets a love bug this season. Love bugs were introduced in the last season of Big Mouth and in Human Resources.
Yeah,
but he gets the Scottish love bug, and the hormone monster's like, okay, so here's all the documents on Andrew. There's at least 2 of these file boxes just on his incest. So have fun with that.
Fun.
And then he's like, what the
Good
fuck? He's like, I can't do this. Like, he almost quit.
Oh, yeah.
He almost quit. He's like, I can't deal with this child. He is disgusting. But yeah, if you can get through the grossness in the hypersexualized children, you can see some of the awkwardness that you might have experienced growing up in terms of like your body maturing or you not having the same experience as your peers, kind of stuff. So there's some heart in there. It's very deep in all the cum, but it's there.
It's 2 scenarios in that show that really just touched me. The first one, it was pretty funny. The little boy that does magician tricks, he made his own sex doll out of scratch. He took some soup and put it in the microwave.
Oh yeah, when you fucking the
like,
ravioli between the pillows. I mean,
ravioli. I mean, you know, a feat of engineering.
Exactly. I was like, you know what? It's gross, but I mean, I gotta hand it to him. And he's now bi. He's dating the gay kid at school, which has been interesting to say the least. But he's a sweet kid. Like at the heart of it, he's a sweet kid. He's just hypersexualized himself and comes from a broken home. And it's like the fact that you are still like a good kid despite all the bullshit you deal with is a miracle in itself. Interesting. But yeah, again, I can't recommend it unless you are already invested. But it's consistent. It's consistent. Outside of,
you don't feel like it's over the top? Like, do you feel like season 6 was necessary?
I don't think it was necessary, honestly. Like they could have ended it.
About that.
They could have ended it at season 5 and just kept
Me too.
With, human resources. Honestly, I don't know where they're gonna go with. Like, I don't need a season 7 of Big Mouth, to be quite honest. I don't know what else there is to explore. Because, like I said, they brought in an asexual character. They've brought in trans characters at this point. They talked about
how they brought in a non-binary cis Hotep nigga.
No Hotep. But this season,
my brother.
They did bring up non-binary. The hormone monsters, they explained their culture as being non-binary with their offspring, which I thought they do a lot of musical numbers in this show too. So if you don't like musicals, you're probably not going to like this show. But they did do a musical number explaining the hormone monsters culture of, like, you know, once you hit puberty, that's when the child decides for themselves what gender they want to identify as.
I agree.
So, which I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool to try to like raise your kid as like non-binary. And they actually, because Jesse's dad is having a kid with his new mom or his new wife. And Jesse was trying to have them raise the kid as non-binary, but the mom's like, I want to raise my child as a girl, and if the kid decides later they want to change it, I'll be up for it. So there was like kind of butting heads with that, but it was like you could see both sides of the argument. So, you know, whenever they bring up sensitive topics like this, I think they do a pretty good job of showing both sides of the argument. You know, it's as gross as it is, I don't think it's offensive. Unless you don't like gross shit and seeing children that are supposed to be 12 masturbating and talking about sex and stuff. But outside of that, speaking of queer characters,
let's roll on.
I also watched Wendell and Wild, the stop motion movie on Netflix.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that one. How was it?
It was decent. It felt like a pilot, honestly. Like there was. They presented stuff in the movie where there's enough that they could explore with like a prequel movie, or they could make it a whole series. And there's a character in there, Raul, who's actually trans, which they mention it a handful of times, but not like they're not trying to make it a big deal because it's not. So like you learn that the main girl, Kat, she's going to an all-girls school, but yet there's a student there named Raul. And so like you have to remember, like, wait, this is an all-girls school. How is there a boy here? And then you realize, oh, clearly he's trans. And so the only other mention of that character being trans is like the mom is on the phone with someone. It's like, I have a son to raise. No, I told you it's a son, or I have a son. We've been over this. Like, not saying my child is trans, just saying like, I told you I have a son. We've been over this. Or like, at one point he's accidentally dead named with one of their former friends, who usually when characters are dead named in shows, it's like a bully just trying to be mean for sake of being mean, but this was like literally an accident on that character's part. Like, we don't know how long this character.
Also, ask if you could explain what dead naming is for anybody watching that may not know.
So dead naming is basically when they usually people who are trans, if they decide to change the name they have to better reflect the gender that they're now living as, they prefer to go by their new name and have no longer want to refer to their former name, and it's referred to as their dead name. So to go back and use their former name is to dead name. So we don't know how long this character has been out as a boy at this point, but we know it caused some like friction with their friend group, which when you see the characters, you're kind of wondering like how they fell out, because the friends seem like they're trying to still be friends, but they still have slip-ups and calling them by their former name. And is it could just be like, they just came out 2 weeks ago, and when you've known somebody by certain gender or a different name, it's a habit you got to break yourself out of. So it's not always you being offensive to them. It's just you're literally trying to relearn things. So I liked how the movie handled it. Like I said, it was pretty much just those 3 instances of like mentioning this character is trans, but let's move on. It's not about this character being trans. This just happens to be a queer character in this movie. So I like how they did that. And would love to see just more of this world.
How was the voice acting in this one?
Honestly, kind of stilted. Ooh. I'd have to say it was kind of stilted. I mean, Key and Peele, they're used to voice acting, so they were fun. But everyone else, it just
not everybody's a voice actor.
Yeah, it wasn't really hitting for me. But the visuals were cool. Like I said, the world building made you want to know more about the past and the future of things. Like Angela Bassett's character as the nun, like she was really interesting. I wanted to know more about her for sure. And it definitely leaves itself open to more opportunities.
Nice.
So I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I know. Most definitely. I've been meaning to check it out. So it's just been so crazy. I haven't got a chance yet.
Yeah, it's like maybe an hour and a half. A nice little holiday movie for Halloween.
Okay. Cool, dope. Ash, does that round out your blurt out?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you very much, Ash. Got him. DJ L.O. Kari.
Yeah, man. So first, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been coming out to the must-see black horror films on Wednesday. We watched Death by Temptation on last Wednesday, and that was actually my first time seeing it. And
how'd you like it?
Well, the director's cut was not my favorite. However, I did go and watch the regular theatrical version, and it was really, really good. I actually really liked the theatrical version a lot.
What didn't you like about the director's cut?
It was too long.
Oh, okay.
Like too much filler, dialogue went on too long. What was different about it?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit was different. For the most part, it was it wasn't as clean of a visual because of the graininess of the DVD that we had. Secondly,
those DVDs suck.
Yeah.
We put it on DVD. We didn't improve anything about it though.
Yeah. The second thing that kind of threw it off was the fact they did a lot of like filler stuff, and the regular version of the movie, the theatrical version of the movie, did a really good job of like getting down to the bare bones very quickly. Like the director's cut version, I don't think you got a chance to even meet Kadeem Hardison until like maybe 30 minutes into the film or something like that, and then literally. In the theatrical version, you get to meet him like kind of right away. But yeah, I thought it was really dope. It was a really well done film, and it's like theatrical version. I think is like scary actually. You know what I mean? It's actually legit kind of scary. So yeah, man, I really liked the film. I'm happy that everybody came out, and it was nice to see both versions of the film to have a better perspective of both. You know what I mean? See what they kept, what they didn't. So. Yeah. So yeah, shout outs to everyone that came through. Shout outs for Kenny for picking Death by Temptation. I would have never saw it if Kenny would have not picked that film. So glad to know that gem exists. Always, and also just everyone that always participates in the conversation and whatnot too. Like it's always super fun. Blade 2 is this Wednesday.
Hey.
So please come on out to Blade 2. Shout outs to everyone that came to the Nostalgia Art Show at First Sip Cafe. It was a great time. People have super fun. 2 bands and 4 DJs. It was crazy. Food vendors, all that fun stuff. It was a great time. So shout outs to everybody that came through. Shout outs to First Sip Cafe. But now to the things that I'm actually blurting out about. First off, the big thing is I got a chance to see Batman and Superman Battle of the Suns, which is not like a battle. It's basically like the Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent movie, and it's really well done. Like I'm not gonna lie,
it's like Cheech and Chong. Abbott and Costello.
Okay.
There it is. Ray and Ghost.
Which one did this one came out? What in 2019, 2020?
I think. Nah, this is new.
Oh really?
It came out like it came out like a month ago.
Not
What?
even. Yeah.
Hold up.
Yep, you missed the Damian Wayne appearance.
What was the trailer? Because you know Damian's my favorite little asshole.
Yeah, he's a complete asshole in this one too.
I forgot about it.
He's such a little shit in this.
I love him.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, he is Bruce Wayne's son. I don't know what y'all expected.
I mean, oh yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. It's the 3D that threw me off. I'm like, yo, I don't want to watch 3D.
Yeah. At first I thought it was gonna be kind of whack, but it really grew on me, and it's actually very dope. Like I really like this style a lot. It's like it's kind of a mix of similar to it's I mean, the best way to describe it is
Zoids.
Nah, it's not Zoids. It's not Zoids. It's called. You remember that? You remember that Spider-Man cartoon, the animation,
the MTV one.
MTV one.
Yeah.
It's a little like that mixed with the Miles Morales movie. So it's like a kind of a blend of both or whatever.
Not a whole lot of the cell shading that's in the Into the Spider-Verse, but I definitely see the Spider-Man parallel.
Yeah, it really does grow on you after a while. Like it's one of the things that like if you stick with it, it's actually really dope. And like I thought it was gonna be jarring to me, and then once I like got to see it in movement, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fire. And I would not mind seeing another film like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like
I'm sure
actually looking at it, it kind of looks like the show that I watched last week on Netflix. With the 3D people.
Yeah.
And even
similar.
Beastars in a way. Like it's like a 3D model, but they do like 2D shading on top of it.
Right. So yeah, I would say probably very similar to like what Beastars was. You know what I'm saying?
Zoids.
Like
do I have a couple minutes to get Elgin shit on that, or Elgin, do you have anything else that like I just want to give you a little shit?
Oh no, man! It was just dope. It was a great little story. You know what I mean? And it's not Batman and Superman are barely in it. It's mostly about Damian and Jonathan. You know what I mean? I will say this: I am getting kind of tired of the Superman origin story. Like it's kind of funny. Like yeah.
Right.
Did they show the pearls hitting the ground? Did they show Batman's?
Nah, they did Superman's. And the more that I look at Superman's origin story, I just be like, bro, like. Y'all really couldn't make a damn ship that was big enough for like this is an elaborate ass ship, and y'all couldn't find some
Thor
shit.
Did it.
You know what I mean? With your whole family in it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all couldn't fit in the ship. I don't know, whatever. It's just the more I think about it, the more I hate it. So anyway, yeah, it was a great film. Check it out.
Maybe they just didn't like living that much.
Maybe so,
like,
bro.
Send the baby away.
mean,
we can die. It's cool.
I don't know.
Right. The baby didn't ask to be here, but we fucked up. Let's just roll with it.
Cultural difference.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, dope animation. I think you guys should all check it out. Dope story. It's worth
Is
your
it
time.
on HBO?
It is not. It is not.
What?
There's ways of finding it. That's all I'm gonna say. There are ways.
Oh wow!
Parley.
But so here's the thing, Elgin, is what I think the story is lazy because they like we can either animate Superman's son or Damian, and they chose Superman's son. And like
they show him more?
They show him way more.
Yeah, it's more about Jonathan. I think the DC fans are getting a little Damian fatigue though, in all honesty.
And I can see that, but they also don't see we're not seeing, but the casual DC fan is not seeing Damian without his mask on.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
They didn't take Batman's mask. They didn't make Batman Bruce Wayne. They didn't make Damian. They just had him as Robin, and that really pissed me off because Damian came off as a mad douchebag, which he is.
He is though.
Like you,
he is though.
You have to be on board with Damian being
is.
the asshole of all the Robins. You know, it's like Red Hood was, the bad boy. Dick is the golden boy. Tim is the detective. Damian is the asshole, bratty little brother.
Yeah, I think Superman's son should have more issues. They make him such a fucking just like a generic fucking basic.
He's Superman's son.
Yeah, he's
Superman is generic.
He's very much so.
And they
growing up in Kansas, he's the most he could be is like an alt-right kid.
Well, they aged him up and gave him a boyfriend.
They should have made him move to Chicago. He should have went to DePaul.
Or added him to the Teen Titans, at least.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. But no, they aged him up, so now he's older than Damian and has a boyfriend. I'm like, now the dynamic's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But Steve, you also saw this one too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was cleaning my house at the same time, so won't say I
watch what you had it on the background.
Heard it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I don't know. It was fun.
Out of 10, DJ okay.
I give it about 7.5, 8.
I feel that. That's a little high, but
that's good for current DC animated stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they're coming out of the slump.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, their last couple of movies have been pretty dope. I can't even lie.
Harley Quinn is holding HBO Max together on the DC front, as far as I'm concerned.
For sure. Yeah. Well, HBO Max is quickly falling.
Damn, I think I know her. Oh wait.
And the last thing I'm really quickly that I'm blurring out about is the latest episode of Atlanta, which gave me
I forgot to watch it.
So much joy. You're not. It's one of them things where it's like you're not missing anything in the main continuity. Or
I don't know that. You don't know that for a fact.
Wait, say that again.
You don't know that for a fact.
Well, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. So you don't know, but I'm just as a fan of the Goofy movie, this was literally the greatest episode.
Elgin, at what point did you know it was about a Goofy movie?
Nigga, in the first 10 minutes. I was just like, oh, bro, if y'all doing this, you are doing this.
Did they
reenact? Oh, my God.
They just made reference.
Okay. So hold on. Can we hold on a second? How do we explain this, Steve?
No, go ahead and do it. I'm gonna watch it whether you spoil it or not. This is probably the one time that I'm okay with the spoiler.
Okay. So they basically do a mockumentary of the making of a Goofy movie
on band television, on Black Action News Network or whatever.
Oh, I was hoping that Black Action News would come back.
Yeah.
In terms of the movie as an animated, or as if
I mean the actual Goofy movie. The movie.
He got the
It's a black movie at this point. Black people have claimed it.
Yeah.
So look.
Come on.
Look, bro. So they when I tell you they did this shit so fucking well, that I had to stop a couple times to be like, wait a minute, is this real?
Rebecca was stoned out of her mind, and she was like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, I'm like, no, this is not.
I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to ruin the episode for you. So
Brian McKnight, Sinbad. That's all I gotta say.
Brian McKnight, Sinbad, Tevin Campbell.
Okay.
It's look.
See, now I
Only
gotta
Atlanta
Chefs-
can bring Sinbad and Tevin Campbell out.
Bruh. So here's the deal. Basically, they're telling the story of the black man who created a Goofy movie and how basically they wanted to make the blackest film ever. And that's all I can really tell you without ruining it. But
You already ruined it.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's like that was literally enough. And it
So
was
can I just watch
I'm
this
into it.
episode without watching any other episodes of Atlanta?
Have you ever seen that?
absolutely.
You can
I'm about
pretty
to
much
watch
watch any episode of Atlanta without watching any other episodes.
Just watch it.
But this one in particular, I told my sister to watch this episode because I was just like, yeah, you don't need to be a part of, you don't have to be there just to enjoy this particular episode because it's stuff that I've always thought about. Also, as a person who's interviewed Carol Holiday, who worked on the Goofy movie, and just like it's so good. It's just so good.
Guess I know what I'm doing now that House of the Dragon is off.
There you go.
Yo. So anyway, you check it out for yourself. It's gonna make you want to watch the Goofy movie again.
I got on
For the
DVD.
millionth fucking time for me.
I definitely saw this movie with my single black mother. So like
In theaters?
Same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Oh,
Easily.
I know I've seen it. I saw it way after it came out. I
Yeah.
feel like at a church thing. I don't know.
usually at
I
like
definitely saw it in the
daycare or
theater
summer
when it came
camp.
out.
Yeah.
I most definitely saw this in theater.
I definitely love this movie. It's like one of the best Disney movies ever made.
Apparently, it
So,
didn't
like,
do well in the box office.
It
though.
didn't.
because it's just a bunch of niggas going to go see
Yeah. It's like it's the black
White people
it
probably
is
walked out of the
literally
theater.
the
I don't
blackest
understand.
fucking
I'm
it's like
glad the episode is called "A Goof Who Sat by the Door."
all intentional. All intentional. All
I love
intentional.
it. I love it.
It's difficult because a goofy definitely means something different in Chicago. You know what
That's
I
a
mean?
fact.
Yeah.
And like
fact.
so, it's like kind of like it's
Your
the
dad's a
funniest
goofy.
shit ever. Yeah, like that's not funny. you might actually get like hurt.
That's true.
Yeah, man. But like when I first saw the Goofy movie, I always thought about the relationship that I had with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my brother lives in Oklahoma, so he's also kind of country too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, and we would go like on random ass trips and stuff like that too. So it was like, yeah, man. It's just that movie has always resonated with me heavy.
I mean,
to
it's
see
the
it,
music for me.
everything about this movie. And I remember, I think like 2 years ago, Mike, we were talking about this where I was like, I feel like how people are saying that Powerline is supposed to be Michael Jackson mixed with Prince, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, I think he's Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
He's definitely
You
Bobby
know
Brown.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Power line.
He might
It's
be.
Bobby.
He low-key
Wow.
It's Bobby.
Horrible.
he's
Yeah.
low-key Bobby.
Horrible.
Bobby was doing power
But-
lines all over the place.
No, because I mean, like, think about it. We're talking about a dude who can dance and sing. You know what I'm saying? And
And
is
3 black girls dancing behind him.
Yo, I mean, like Michael Jackson and them weren't doing that. It was like the closest thing that he could have been was MC Hammer, but MC Hammer didn't sing. So when I thought about it, I was like, no, he's
Tevin
Bobby
Campbell.
Brown. Not even Tevin Campbell, because Campbell didn't have a high top fade. Bobby Brown did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I got
Nah,
one.
Not like Bobby's.
Not
Bobby
like
was
Bobby's.
the Gumby. Like that was the
Yeah.
Gumby of all Gumbies.
Yeah,
I
like
feel like
Tev.
y'all revising history. Tevin
No,
Campbell.
not at all. Not at all. Tevin, because also
I'm pretty
Tevin.
sure
Campbell,
Tevin
like,
Campbell
I'm
had
sorry, he had a
a.
high top fade that was about as high as like Bobby
No.
wasn't that high. Like let's relax.
No.
Like relax.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. I'm
Relax.
looking it up.
Yo, relax.
Tevin-
Yeah, like
Tevin
he's
Cam-
kid.
Tevin Campbell
Yeah, like
was
he's hot
like
top
that
fade was like
high top
kids.
fade.
Like relax. They have the same time hot top fade. It wasn't
No,
that
they
crazy.
didn't because
Tevin
Tevin
Campbell
Campbell
was-
could not dance, bro. Tevin
What?
DJ
Campbell could not
Alucard,
dance.
pull it up.
He had Tevin Campbell video.
No.
He was dancing with Prince in his
Pull it
video.
up.
What are you talking
He was a
about?
child, but compared, no. And I did hear
I
that they
mean-
were originally
Why-
trying
like,
to
come on,
approach
come on,
Bobby
son.
Brown to
Tevin Campbell was
sing
dancing in videos with Prince. Come on, G.
Tevin Campbell
when he was
still
a
look good, bro.
kid. When he was a kid, but hold on a second.
Tevin Campbell got a good fade, bro.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, he had
Come on.
a box. He didn't have a high top necessarily.
Yeah,
though.
he got a good fade.
Let's see. Yeah, nah, it's most definitely like if you put a side by side, It is most
It's
definitely.
It's a teenager. It's Tevin Campbell. I mean,
it's Tevin Campbell is the singer.
But...
Tevin Campbell is most definitely the person that they used to sing.
Oh no, I'm saying I reckon I know that. I don't need that mansplaining to me, but I'm still saying that I think that it was his dancing and like he was the character they went for with that.
Nah,
an adult Tevin Campbell.
I never got Bobby Brown from any interpretation for Powerline at all.
Yeah,
like
it was most definitely that. And I mean, there are some we're on
also
the website
Tevin
right
Campbell
now.
had a box with an S curl. I don't know. Wait, no, what's his name had an S curl, right? He had the cowlick thing.
They all did. It wasn't special.
No, I'm saying Powerline had like extra hair up here.
Yeah, he
could have had
did
an S
with
curl.
his ears and like a little Superman thing going on with the curl.
So wait, share the screen real quick. But it was like behind the scenes facts is that the filmmakers were trying to make a pop star based off of early 90s characters and the people who were popular at the time, which were Michael Jackson, Prince, and Bobby Brown. Because in the 90s, Bobby Brown was huge. Like he was super
You know what else he
huge.
was? High. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, like as far as dude fell off like probably like after his third album or whatever. But in the time, there was no bigger artist in that time. Next
Keith
to
Sweat was pretty big.
Keith Sweat was, but not on the level of Bobby Brown, man. Nowhere near on the level of Bobby Brown.
I don't know. I was like 6. I can't say who was actually big.
Trust me,
I can say who felt like they were bigger, but Bobby was out there. Tevin was out there.
I mean,
Keith Sweat was out there.
Just not on the level of Bobby Brown.
I don't know.
There was a time where Bobby has sold more than Michael Jackson.
I believe that. He also fried chicken and cocaine once because his family sold drugs and he didn't know it wasn't flour.
Wow.
This is true,
That's a
but
real
also,
story.
and I say
That's a
this
real
also
story.
too, and the reason why I feel like a lot of people kind of diminish how good he actually was is because of his later parts of his life, which is like, well, how can a character like Powerline be based off of Bobby Brown? Because we forget that he was actually that effing big at the time. Like when his time of shine, he was huge. Like so, yeah. For me, put some respect on Bobby Brown's name, bro. That's all.
The king of R&B.
You know what I'm saying?
Ribs and barbecue.
Rocks and blunts is what Jamie Foxx said.
Rocks and blunts and ribs and barbecue.
But great episode. Please check it out, man. It's super.
Look,
dope.
I already got it keyed up. All you had to say was a Goofy movie. Like, I'm there.
Pow. There you go. DJ Lokari, does that conclude your blurred out?
Oh, 100%. I don't want to take up no more time.
Okay. Well, thank you, DJ Lokari. Kenny.
Yeah, so I saw Halloween Ends, and I thought it was all right. Like,
How was it compared to the other two? Like, did it have that third movie jinx?
Well, the problem was, I think people kind of forgot that this movie has its own new continuity. So, I mean, it stopped being about
They
Laurie
wrote Busta Rhymes'
Strode.
entire Banks out.
Huh?
So they wrote Busta Rhymes' entire Banks out of the
Yeah,
Halloween
I mean, that was the first
That's
problem.
hilarious.
But, you know, well, it's okay. Forever roundhouse kicking Busta Rhymes lives in my head.
Is that how he died?
No,
Busta Rhymes didn't die.
he didn't
Oh, yeah,
die.
he lived.
Yo,
He
he
lived,
lived. G, like listen, every black rapper in Halloween lived. LL Cool J lived. Busta Rhymes lived. That's it. That's all you know who lived. That's it. But
There it
back
is.
to the Halloween Ends. And the issue with this movie is that you don't get a lot of Michael Myers.
Really?
You don't, which I honestly kind of expected
Alright.
the way they did too. Like they
For
wanted,
sure.
like the I think the movie, in my opinion, I think the director and the writer were going with the idea that Laurie Strode and Michael Myers have done so much to this town that
It should be the ghetto.
yeah, had it built to just become this terrible ass place
White
where
flight
nobody's
was that
happy.
Yeah.
Not even a white flight. Like everybody just hates being there, like hates living there, and like they're looking for somebody to just like direct their ire at because Michael Myers has just kind of left this really dark cloud over everybody. And while you see Laurie Strode trying to move on, you can see like the scars of what happened in Halloween Kills have left with like the town in general. So it leads to an interesting way of like showing a finality to Michael Myers and Laurie Strode, because by the time you get to Michael Myers, there's also a couple of other kind of like plot threads that happen that I don't necessarily want to spoil, but they definitely piss people off. I think like there are a lot of like diehard Michael Myers fans were not a fan of what transpired with like even how Michael Myers returns to the screen by the third act. And I get it. Like, as a huge Michael Myers fan, I absolutely get it. But this wasn't that Michael Myers story that, you know, you might have expected because of what the franchise has been in the past. There's no Halloween 3. Like, it's not its own thing. But it definitely stays within the confines of what the original was, what the second one was. And yeah, like I thought it was a fine ending. Like I understand.
So they're done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
I mean, once you see how the ending is, they done. But the way the movie shows, it kind of expresses the idea of Michael Myers is that like Michael Myers himself is more of an idea. So just because it's done doesn't mean it's done.
Michael Myers was the friend we made along the way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
something like
Michael
that.
Myers is the journey.
Yeah, something like that. Michael Myers is within all of us, and you don't want.
I can see that. I can see not liking that. I'm not saying I haven't seen it, but I can see being like y'all trying to make these deep ass points with a guy that stabs people for no real reason.
See,
he just really doesn't like his family.
So here's why it works though in this movie, Tim. Because where Halloween Kills lost me and everybody else when they did that whole like the whole
Evil Dies Tonight.
Evil Dies Tonight.
The Trump supporter thing.
Evil Dies Tonight. Yes, baby. Yes. Evil dies tonight, Troy. Yes, it dies tonight. Troy's like Troy isn't feeling it either. He hates when I says that. Like he's the look he gave me. Like, shut up. But yeah, where that failed, I think this one actually kind of shows what the effects are of Michael Myers, where like it was over the top in the second one. It's like, no, it's more subdued, it's more unsettling. It's all these things that you kind of expect to be good and wholesome, and even turning those things into like terrible. Like everybody in the town has like become just assholes, or like the way that there's like the happy-go-lucky that they kind of showed even as they were healing from Michael Myers and Kill, like even that's gone. Like there's just a lot of open wounds that Haddonfield has to deal with.
Yeah, when they showed the one black family that was affected by the whole thing, and they really made a point out of it. That shit was like pretty. Yeah, that was probably one of the best parts of the whole movie, honestly.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like there were definite points to this movie that they wanted you to understand, in terms of like. Just like this was more of a psychological film than ever, and I know that may not be what you want from a Halloween film, but I thought it was something different from what a lot of other movies are doing these days. So I would definitely give this a 7 out of 10, just because it still takes its time, kind of ramping up. Like even though the first scene was pretty crazy, and kind of unexpected. But I definitely recommend people checking it out, even just to like feel some type of way about it, because there are a lot of people who were tight about this movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And then I saw I finally finished She-Hulk, and I love this season finale.
It was. I felt like there was a line, and it like kept stepping over the line to the point where when it ended, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So this is one of those things where once again. If you how do I put this? If you're not reading the comic, it'll seem like it's completely random. But once again, this is the writers and directors knowing their content. This is another reason why I love Werewolf by Night. Another recent Marvel property.
I still need to watch that.
It's so good.
I heard it
and it's so ridiculous, and it's campy. And this is what She-Hulk is. She-Hulk is campy. Like it's extra meta. Like where Deadpool kind of makes fun, like kind of like walks you through it and like has a good time with it. She-Hulk is like challenges the idea of that fourth wall to the point that she literally has a face-to-face with Kevin Feige. Like the robot's name spells out Kevin. Like that's the bit. Like I don't like. Mike, I understand why you might have liked it, but the feedback I saw online just once again reinforced that if you will find a reason to like a character if it's a woman who's in power, because there is nothing about She-Hulk and her story that was not on brand with what I grew up reading, what the character is now, what the character's been in the past. Like this does a great job of telling a story. That's the thing. She-Hulk is great when she's not telling this, when it's not being told as a superhero story, where she's doing the law shit. And like my only concern was that we weren't going to give enough of that, and we got so much of it. And and you got to see so many weird characters from the Marvel universe that you never would see. And it was all funny and it was all original. And the fact that there is this what was that ending? It's like, well, you didn't watch the first 6 episodes. That ending that's exactly what She-Hulk is. Like it's this ridiculous, absurd show that, by the way, you may not like how it ends, but that's kind of what this is. Like this is just the wacky side of the Marvel universe, where you still get those straight-laced stories, but also that silliness, that unexpectedness, and it's just like, give me more of that. This is up there with Loki for me as good shows. Like Loki and Moon Knight have been like some of my favorite shows that have come out this year. So if we can get more of that, I'll take it. Plus, once again, setting up stories in the background too with Wong and Abomination. Like, you know, Marvel's slick, but also
and this is of course after they got or I believe they're supposed to get Hulk back as far as licensing in December.
Oh, that'd be
so they say that's why they're reintroducing Hulk and like his kind of world with this show,
which was fine.
I mean, not like this doesn't stand on its own, but
but no, that's the thing too. Like the storytelling in the background for these shows, I think they do a wonderful job of that, which is why, you know, when you see DC scoop up James Gunn and to hit up their like studios, that's like, this is like, that's that influence. Like you can't look at a lot of Marvel shows and not see the influence that got directors like James Gunn and the Russo brothers brought to that universe, and people have utilized it in their TV shows. So like She-Hulk did a wonderful job of doing that, and I love it. I'm excited for what comes next. I mean, I love what we got from Daredevil being in the show, which is hilarious.
Him walking with the shoes, I knew exactly what they were going for.
Yeah, I love the walkie shave. It was great.
I see.
Listen, the Frogman and his whole lily pad, like one of the most ridiculous characters in Marvel. Like,
for sure,
he's so funny and he's everywhere. Like I mean, I had fun watching this show every week, and I'm excited for when it returns.
Sure.
Last thing, I
don't think I'm looking at I don't know if it's StreamYard fucking this up or what. I've been getting some lag over here, but I'm reading, I believe it is not getting a season 2.
Oh no.
What? Well,
you know what? That's okay.
I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know if it's not
though?
getting or if they're just like, we'll just include this character and other stuff.
Well, that's the other thing too. A lot of things got pushed back.
Oh no, it says, I'm sorry. Tatiana Maslany says she's unsure if there will be a season 2. So it's not a definite no.
Yeah, I was about to say, a lot of these things don't get announced immediately until it comes to Disney Plus.
Continue.
Everybody else will tell you they're renewing it and it's a wrap. But I mean, Disney works to the beat of its own drum. So I don't mind waiting. Like if it has to be like phase 80 or 90, whatever number it is, like let's just keep it going.
For sure.
And then Chainsaw Man. I have been very excited to finally watch this anime. That first episode was sad as hell. Like the first 10 minutes was like this.
The manga said, "Why does it sound like somebody's chopping wood?"
It's somebody chopping wood or like beating on a desk.
What is happening?
That's
Somebody making beats.
Somebody was making a beat. I
Oh,
heard.
okay.
Steve.
I
what
kept
you
being,
over there
oh,
doing?
you are making beats. This guy.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I kept being
Camera,
What is happening?
So I'm not reading the manga. So I came into Chainsaw Man completely fresh and like no idea what was going on. And through the first 3 episodes I've watched.
Am I frozen or is Kenny frozen?
No one's frozen. It might be your computer.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Okay,
Yes.
so I lost my third. Oh, there we go. I enjoyed that the little chainsaw puppy demon. Pochito, yeah.
Pochita.
Well, either way, I'd die for that sweet, sweet chainsaw puppy.
Yeah.
I love that the main character, like the character's like, "Yo, I'm trying to like touch some boobies. Like,
Yeah.
I got a job now. It's like I got a job now. Now it's time to touch some boobs."
It's so
Like,
weird
you know what? Good
because
for him.
normally
he's got goals.
Yeah, but like
For sure.
normally,
And it's a decent goal.
It's
normally a goal like
They're
that,
pretty
like,
great. They're pretty
normally
great.
a goal like that would just seem like just so gross and just like this is just gonna be nothing but fan service. But like when you see the life he's lived, you're like, yes, touch a titty. He deserves
and
it.
also all
Find
the
some
women in
joy.
his life who are around him are like badass women too, who are not gonna just let him touch a titty anyway.
Yeah.
So he gonna have to earn. He gonna have to really earn that consent. So good for him.
Yeah, and he like he just wants simple things. He's like, I just want toast with jam. Like
Yeah,
just
for
watching
real.
him.
He's like, I got a
watch-
bed to sleep in. Like I
can use a toilet with toilet paper. I can be in a bathtub. Like simple joys that we take for granted. you
Seriously,
know?
like that first like 10 minutes is just like, damn, this brother living hella rough.
Yeah.
Like he was just like
Yep.
sleeping in like a shed. Like
He
like I was like,
lost-
it's like they was trying extra hard to just make me cry. Like also, yeah, get all of that sad shit out the way real quick. I appreciate that as well. We didn't need like a whole ass like backstory. Sometimes you just need that quick like, hey yo, this shit was terrible.
just enough to know that he was
Robin
done.
Noodles every day, my nigga.
Yeah,
my
real
man-
seriously.
My man's over here
Grew up a screw
has sold a whole.
And that's the thing.
testicle.
He didn't grow up a screw up. Like it was his fucking old man's
his
fault that he was
dad.
in the situation he's in the first place,
Yeah.
which is even worse. So like, it was nice that he got help sooner than later.
How long do you think the manga's been
Also,
out?
what?
How long
So-
has the manga been out?
The manga's been out for
Let me look it up.
It's
a
actually
while.
done. There's like a sequel out now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
say
yeah?
the manga's been out for years because
Yeah.
like it's one of the better selling mangas in our shop. First they
Wait,
come, we get a sale still going on for Halloween, 20% off store wide.
Hey,
I also
So, like, I feel
appreciate
like
that
for the
his.
past-
2018.
Yeah, for the past about 3 years, I've been seeing the shot of them feeding him the parasitic snail. That's been on like Twitter forever as like a meme. And,
I appreciate the fact that him turning into his devil mode does actually affect him. Like he said, like I'm not just gonna turn into this. I lose blood, like a lot of
bleed
blood.
a lot.
Yeah, but like normally it's like, oh, they have this overpowered ability, it's whatever. No,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not doing this all the time. I lose a lot of blood. I'm not gonna die, but this is
Chainsaws come out of my body. This is not
arms,
regular. I'm not
forehead.
Wolverine.
I mean, he kind of is. Like, as long as he like absorbs blood, he can heal himself.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's still uncomfortable.
Yeah,
He
because he's
still
only
feels
half
it.
demon. Like, it's not everybody else is like.
Yeah, they're
He's taking out just
either
like full-blooded demons, but he's like a special one.
they're either humans that can summon demons through a pact, or their corpses now possessed by a demon.
Either way, the designs of these demons
Oh,
are
yeah.
like badass.
For
They all
sure.
look super dope and terrifying, so I mess with it. So
Yeah,
definitely check out
visually.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, visually it's really cool.
For sure. Thank you, Kenny, for those.
And look at
blurred
this cat.
Hi,
There
Troy.
Oh, no, wait.
Oh, he wants to
Hi
be
guys,
flat.
I'm
Sorry. He-
frozen.
Hi, kitty. Make Kenny full size. Let me see that cat.
I have to get low because he wants to be a flat cat.
Oh.
Last but not least, on the blurred out train, Steve.
Uh-huh.
We've pretty much gone over and I've commented on a lot of things I was going to talk about. Atlanta. I think the only thing that Elgin fails to mention is that it was the funniest episode of Atlanta ever.
Really?
I think
Funnier than the other black. I don't even remember the name of that show. That was my favorite episode. Is the Black News Network or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The prices on the candle.
So this is the second band episode. So it's like kind of like Rick and Morty bringing back interdimensional television. And so like they killed it with this one because they had Brian McKnight, nigga, and Sinbad.
Okay.
Like
Listen, man.
when's the
Sinbad
last
is
time
a
you seen
cultural
Sinbad?
icon.
When's the last time
Sinbad
you
truly
seen him,
is a
though?
cultural icon. He is.
You know what Sinbad said about his absence from the media? He was like, I got paid a lot of money and I didn't pay my taxes, so I got low for like 2 decades.
I
real.
feel that shit. That's exactly what I'm trying to be. And then it also Chainsaw Man. Like I just started watching it because I was like, damn, I don't have the attention span right now to like read subtitles and like watch a show. But then I sat down to watch it. I gave myself time to watch it. Dude. Just like a surprise, like a breath of fresh air as far as like anime goes. Has anybody watched the Bleach one? The Bleach that's out right now?
Nah, I never.
Yeah, Bleach. This new season of Bleach is throwing you in. So if you ain't caught up, they ain't giving you no recap.
Good.
They ain't
No
giving you
filler.
shit. They're like, did you not watch the last season? Too fucking bad. Let's go.
Wow.
Okay, cool. So like I might give that a chance because I didn't enjoy.
Dang, that's
the show that. I didn't
Say that again, Geekster. Maybe you didn't.
Okay.
Shit, that's tough love. To have the
Yeah,
new season after the previous one.
No,
I didn't enjoy the show that Bleach turned into eventually.
Yeah, it was a lot of filler.
I skipped a lot.
Yeah. And it got really good really fast, and then it's like filler.
Yeah.
Like you might have 10 really good opening episodes of Bleach, and then suddenly you're in like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they'd be like,
following the stuff.
They'd be like, let's flash back 5 months prior to where we currently are.
I'm like, I don't give a. This nigga was in high school like a week ago. Like,
yeah.
Like I don't want to go back there.
Like, I want to know what's going on with the Iran cars and shit and Hueco Mundo, and you're talking about let's follow what they were doing with the princess.
Let's go to the beach.
I don't know. Beach.
Everybody had matching towels. Yeah,
Good
exactly.
Good
yeah, but that's all I got. Yeah, everybody else and the sons of the super people, like
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, the whole DC can just fucking.
Oh, did anybody see Black
Adam?
The
DC animation.
Nah, I've heard about the spoilers and all that.
I've seen it one day.
Oh, I didn't hear about the spoilers. I was just asking if I even tried to see it.
I hear people like it. Like,
it looks like something really good.
You know, it ain't doing no Shakespearean shit. It ain't going out for no Oscars.
I heard
Elgin said.
Shakespeare is a white social construct that we should all let go of.
I'm just
amen to that, brother.
People stay trying to say like Shakespeare is like some like eyebrow stuff, and it's really not.
Before we get into
listen, there's a whole bunch
conspiracy theories about how Shakespeare is King David and he set up most of the English language.
Mike made me this way, so I don't know.
Yeah, right.
That's why I'm trying to hurry up and put out the fire.
No, I'm just saying how like Shakespeare.
We don't gotta go there.
Listen, the government basically utilized one writing style. They let a whole bunch of white people's writing styles become the main focus of education. That's why all you read about was what Dickens and all these other motherfuckers. Well, that's older, but there was some writers in the 40s and 50s that all you read about from your teenage years. Ridiculous. I'm gonna find the names of them. I forgot, but there's a whole thing.
Dickens, Vonnegut. It's I got an English degree. I can go down the list.
See,
white history isn't real history, folks.
It's not a real history. Write how you want to write. Don't write the same style. Do weird shit.
So, folks, since Elgin seems to have popped out,
Yeah, to restart real quick.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna hit you with some hits. I'm gonna play some of these videos I got loaded in here in case of emergencies.
Why you had to do Piccolo like that?
Listen, that's the funniest shit that ever happened in Dragon Ball.
I don't know.
He punched the color out of the world.
Okay, but what about the one where Goku actually got punched in the dick?
We can talk about that after this break.
Make that a drop.
We're watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back after I place these videos with some trailers. Stay tuned.
Time I'm driving, it's just that involuntary, like your body's releasing the shit.
Everything's out of control. I wish I had a plan to roll. They all just glitter and go. They're so ugly underneath. You're getting an inch, but they take a yard. This ain't gonna be good if I don't get lost. I'm doing my best to keep my head. They tell me to break, I'd rather roll up instead. I'm stuck in the land of the lost. I want my soul back. What's the cost? Yeah, they want me to lose it, but it ain't no refund. So I'm counting my blessings while I'm throwing these ones. Everything's out of control. I wish I had a plan to roll. They all just glitter and go. They're so ugly underneath. Everything's out of control. I wish I had a plan to roll. They all just glitter and go. They're so ugly underneath. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? When you see the truth, see them people ain't true. Stacking paper faster, say you broken, they can't handle you. When they money gone, they won't got any intangibles. Stuck in the land of the lost. I want my soul back. What's the cost? Yeah, they want me to lose it, but it ain't no refund. So I'm counting my blessings while I'm throwing these ones. Girl, so cold, on your own. What you gon' do? No, you can't call home. Let's two get grown. Now your childhood gone, gone. Same old shit, going on and on and on.
Everything's out of control. I wish I had blood to roll. The odds just glitter and go. Is they so ugly underneath? And everything's out of control. I wish I had blood to roll. The odds just glitter and go. Is they so ugly underneath?
Everybody's searching for a paradise. But do you gotta love or do you gotta rise?
So far up, it's a long way down. Do it right, it comes back around, round, 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 round. We'll catch up when I'm back in town. Get together, it's going down. Join forces, we supreme. Stick together, 315, I mean.
When your body starts to move, bartender got you loose. Let her cruise and groove. They call it 315, 'cause love's in the air. Everybody everywhere. Not a worry, not a care, because it's 315. Yeah, your body starts to move, bartender got you loose. Let her cruise and groove. They call it 315, 'cause love's in the air. Everybody everywhere. Not a worry, not a care, because it's 315. Yeah. Everybody's talking on that party night. But do you got the number, got it dialing right?
So far up, it's a long way down. Do it right, it comes back around, round, 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 round. We'll catch up when I'm back in town. Get together, it's going down. Join forces, we supreme. Stick together, 315, I mean.
When your body starts to move, bartender got you loose. Let her cruise and groove. They call it 315, 'cause love's in the air. Everybody everywhere. Not a worry, not a care, because it's 315. Yeah. When your body starts to move, bartender got you loose. Now the cruise in the groove. They call it 315, 'cause the love's in the air. Everybody everywhere. Not a worry, not a care. Oh no. What's the point of going and when everybody's out to get it started? Everybody, we are popping tonight, no matter where you've been. What's the point of going and when everybody's out to get it started? When the party and we are popping tonight, no matter where you've been. What's the point of going and when everybody's out to get it started? When the party and we are popping tonight, no matter where you've been. What's the point of going and when everybody's out to get it started? When the party and we are popping tonight, no matter where you've been. Everybody starts to move, bartender got you loose. Now the cruise and groove. They call it 315, 'cause love's in the air. Everybody everywhere. Not a worry, not a care, because it's 315. Everybody starts to move, bartender got you loose. Now the cruise and groove. They call it 315, 'cause love's in the air. Everybody everywhere. Not a worry, not a care, because it's 315. Yeah.
And we're back.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Ooh. I know it's kind of late. Well, is it too late? 'Cause I know I had like a joking blurt out, but I want to give a serious blurt out, but I'll make it short if possible.
Give me 1 second. You're watching BlurdDotRadio. A Geekster is SuperNerd. Well, first, DJ Alokari, before you forget, DJ Alokari just hit you with some hits. DJ Alokari, what hits did you hit him with?
Well, to celebrate the Knuckles, actually dropping a new album that just came out. So shout outs to the Knuckles. The 2 songs that we have played, one of them is called Ugly People. That's one of their music videos, and they will be having more visuals coming out for this new album. But the last song that we just heard is called 315. Go check out the Knuckles' new album. It is fire. It is really, really good. So put that in your system and let it in your eardrums.
There you go. Also, that first video that I played while Elgin was out, that was a video by Steve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
The guy that was making beats on the show. He made that beat. He's damn good. I'll tell you what.
Tell you what, goddamn it, Bobby.
Oh, I should put my headphones in. Hold on. Geekster, you had a blurred out. Oh, wait, let me hit the button for you.
Blurt it out.
What you got?
Okay, so, well, for starters, I was able to successfully get active on my Twitch account. I got 6 followers now and counting.
Nice.
I actually beat the Batman Arkham Asylum game and unlocked, beat the whole Riddler challenge and the Riddler trophies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Downloaded Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. I mastered the Dot and Kage.
Nice.
So, yeah, like, it's awesome. I learned how to do a 15-hit combo. Next off, you learn how to do a 20-hit combo.
That's a lot of hits. That's a lot of finger movement right there.
It is, but it took me 3 whole days to master the 15-hit combos for both of them.
Nice.
So, dedication. I got to see Akira for the first time on Thursday. Epic, a classic.
You said Akira?
Akira, yeah, man. Tetsuo, I gotta say, like, the ending for that really just touched me because it turns out Tetsuo was a tormented soul.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so just seeing how it was, he developed his psychic powers and how he wasn't able to control them and turn into that mutated baby-like thing. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was an unexpected time, but I loved it nonetheless. And in February, I might be going to a anime convention in DC. One of my homeboys, he wants me to go and perform. So yeah, I've been blurting out seriously this whole week.
For sure. What is your Twitch channel?
Geekster SuperNerd.
Twitch.tv/Geekster SuperNerd, folks at home.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna need some help because Bang kicked my butt. Killer Croc snatched me out the water and took me into the sewers. Your boy's been going through it, so and I gotta play Arkham. I gotta play Arkham City and Arkham Knight too. So I'm gonna need the support for the.
For sure. Do you plan on getting Gotham Knights? That's the recent Batman running around the city game.
Oh yeah, I got to get there. Most definitely.
For sure. I hear it's okay. They say it's all right.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you, Geekster. So folks, my name is Mike Stidham. I am joined by, first, our very special guest, Geekster the Super Nerd. The Blurred Dot crew is here. We got Steve.
Yeah, I'm here.
DJ Elokari.
Kinda here.
We got Ash Guiding. And Kenny is with us.
What's up?
It is time for trailer.
Sit back, relax, watch.
Our 2 trailers this evening, I picked specifically because both of them star Jonathan Majors, a fantastic actor. That young man who was in Chicago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
This week.
Was it this week?
It's like earlier this week.
How long was this week?
Very long.
It's
going to be November in 2 days.
Pay your rent out there.
Fuck that.
Year's almost over, folks.
I'm saying, and we're almost to that point in the year where you don't got to pay your light bill for a few months because they can't cut it off.
Oh,
that's a fact.
What?
I don't remember exactly when, but somewhere in the winter, Chicago is not allowed to cut your heat or your lights off.
I feel like goddamn Rahm Emanuel got rid of that law. So double check.
Could have. Yeah, definitely do your research.
Yeah, proceed with caution.
Don't take our word for
nothing. I've definitely ended many a winter with like a $600 electric bill because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna pay it.
I definitely racked my shit up. So like my gas bill's at 19 before I paid it for the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Also, you know,
fuck utilities companies. They are terrible.
Absolutely. Speaking of utility companies, the first trailer that we're going to watch is going to be from one of my favorite movie franchises, Rocky. The first tattoo I ever got in my life says "Gonna Fly Now," and that is a theme song from Rocky. Rocky, Sylvester Stallone has passed the torch to Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, and they started a series called Creed about the son of Apollo Creed. He wants to box, he becomes champion, he represents Philly. It's a pretty neat little story. They're making a Creed 3, and we're going to watch the trailer for it here on BlurdDotRadio right now.
I spent the last 7 years of my life living out my wildest dreams. Bianca, Rocky, my dad.
Also, Stallone is not in this. He was like, I gave y'all two. That's enough.
Hey, my man, can I help you? Let me get an autograph. Nah, I ain't signing an autograph, but you get off my car. You don't remember me, huh?
That's a very black response. You can get up on my car, though.
Damn.
I mean, when you're the world champion fighter, you can talk to people crazy.
Sure they can. I mean, that wasn't even crazy. That was pretty reasonable.
Glad to have you back up, huh?
I know I've been away a long time, but I kept myself in shape. I still got gas in the tank.
Yes, you have.
Come out the gym. Thank you.
A muscly ass man, right? He's been a muscly ass man since Lovecraft Country, too.
Yes, he has.
We was like brothers.
And moisturized. Always shine.
But I never got a chance to prove that. That's cute.
Never make fun of a black man's shoes.
I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing. Damien's fighting the world and he's trying to hurt people.
Damien, he's gonna be an asshole.
Spending half your life in a cell, watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything. You threatening me?
Something is going on with you.
Naked Ash is in the
Damien was like that.
Naked Ash. He's in there.
Now we past talking.
Then maybe you just have to find him.
You might disagree with me. These are family ties. I recognize mine. I know that they needed me. Traumatic stress, watch it manifest. Got my only fear. I ain't scared of death. Did you hear me yet? I ain't scared of death. Did you hear me yet? What you gonna do? Threaten to take my breath?
I need you to let go of your fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
I feel those chains are breaking, yeah. I fear God, I don't fear death. I see those stripes.
Oh yeah, Felicia Rashad plays his mom. So folks, 3/3/23. Creed will drop. I didn't think I was gonna want to see this when I heard about it, and then I watched the trailer and was like, man, I can't say no to a movie with a good training montage. What's that? Listen, every Rocky movie that has ever been, including Rocky 5, at some point the training montage makes me tear up.
Wow.
It's a thing. And this is a personal note, probably too much information. The story about Rocky having cancer in Creed 1 was around the time that my father died of cancer. So I definitely cried in that one. Those are the ones that make me tear up. So, sports movies, they're a lot of fun.
There's a lot more heart in it than people give it credit for.
For sure.
We got any Moneyball fans here?
I've never seen Moneyball.
I've only read.
That's one of those
pieces
that I
the
need
book.
to
I
see.
never really watched it, but I read Moneyball.
Yeah, it's alright.
Fascinating.
Geekster the Super Nerd. What do you think of this one?
It looks epic, and it just seems to me like from the trailer that Adonis feels like he owes him something because it looked like it was a situation to where it was bad. Maybe he took the rep for it, and I mean sometimes it just shows that it's cool to just sympathize with a person's situation, but at the same time you have to differentiate between helping a person and just letting their situation be what it is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like at the same time, you have to understand when you owe somebody something. And I don't really think from the look of them, the trailer, you owe them anything. Oh, and I wanted to say, Mr. Mike, I had no idea your father passed too. My father died from esophagus cancer when I turned 13. Like, what's crazy? Like, he literally passed on my first day of school in the 8th grade. So I know how rough that can be.
As rough as middle school is by itself, that's a hell of a thing. Sorry that happened.
Yeah.
Go see doctors, black men. We got to do that.
Exactly.
For sure. Somebody's got to live past 60. Steve, what do you think of this one?
I haven't seen any of the Creed movies.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, I'm not exactly like I'm not anti them. I fuck with Jonathan Majors as Ashley saw. I fuck with any black man representing the bell pepper nose.
Well, I said something earlier about him having a big ass face.
Yeah.
He's a big faced man.
I was watching, as I do on the Monday mornings, I was watching my YouTube feed and his men's health.
Yes, that cover shoot.
Yeah, well, the cover shoot. Fuck the cover shoot. The workout to get him to that cover shoot. I'm never gonna do it. I promise you. I promise you that like 90% of my diet, I will maintain to make sure that I don't feel like doing the things that he does to look like that. like, dude, it's like they're like he about to do 15 more. I'm like 15 more. I'm like, dude, like I would love to have like a 6-pack, but my shit, dude, he worked that Marvel.
It takes maintenance.
It takes no cheese.
In this economy?
You don't like right. Y'all niggas don't want to eat cheese?
Cheese by itself? Actually, I don't. Not unless I know I'm going to be by myself for a few hours because I get real farty.
The only part of my diet that agrees with how to look like that is eggs. Yeah, that's it. It. And I eat fruits and vegetables like pretty often, but like to look like how with the amount of effort he has to put into
does he just like working out or something to do that?
He was smiling. He was smiling the whole time. Yeah. And the dude that was training him was smiling too, and they were all having fun. And I'm like, that doesn't. Like,
that doesn't look like fun.
Y'all don't ever sit down and play Street Fighter as men? Like, you don't ever just like y'all don't ever do that?
No, they work out like manly men, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, folks. I've had plenty of people tell me they work out for fun, and I'm like, ew.
I used to work out for fun, and then I got old and stopped feeling like it.
I mean, I still work out. It's just I don't have time to. Like, I'm trying to play basketball, but like I just don't have the time to.
I just
don't want to do it.
I'll do a 30-minute bike ride for like fun and health purposes.
Oh yeah, bike riding, but like just going to the gym and lifting weights and shit. No, that's not.
It's fun. Lifting heavy stuff is fun because you're like, oh, look at this. Now I can lift this.
Yeah, no.
Look at me lift. I don't
actually.
Get that.
You don't.
How much you lift, bro?
I try to lift heavy stuff like on the street. Like, oh, I wonder if I can pick this up. Oh, I can.
I don't look like what, Steve?
I'm saying you can't just look like that from just lifting. That is like,
oh no,
That's a lifestyle.
He's muscle and a lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much fat on that, man.
My mans will stand up just because. Just because.
No,
it's
they should just eat a whole cake like me. Just buy a whole cake. Just get a whole cake and eat it. That's, that's my diet.
Delicious.
I pull up to work. Pull up to one of the locations I worked at after hours, and they had a whole Portillo's cake, and I couldn't hold myself back. That's not a thing I could do if I wanted to have a body like Jonathan Majors.
I mean, like, why would you want a body like that? Not that, I
Get the hose.
Y'all got
hoes.
Because hoes like six packs.
Hoes like six packs. Got somebody. Everybody in this chat got somebody.
That's okay, but like,
that's okay though, because I still want more.
My girl would probably feel like a six pack if I had one.
Stop being greedy.
Never.
I got like this muscle right here, and then it just falls apart from there.
I have the strongest muscle in my heart.
Me over here being greedy. I need more.
I'm a walking toothpick. I'm sorry. Yeah, no muscle mass.
No muscle mass.
That man was scary, but it's like he had the kind of body structure to where he could flex without even trying. Like, I don't know, maybe I was looking too hard, but I feel like he was making this smaller muscles. Like, I'm like,
for sure.
I think
Jonathan Majors looks like he can do
Minecraft country. Now that I think about it,
he could do like multiple yoga poses that like normal people can't do.
Oh, for sure.
I'm looking at it right now.
He could probably do like headstand or handstand push-up shit.
Yeah, handstand push-ups. Yeah, I tried doing one of those the other day, and I like.
Yeah, that shit hurts. That's not.
That hurt.
Even when
I had a time. Again, there was a time where I could put my feet against the wall and lift up 4 times.
Ain't no way I could do one. Like I was close.
No.
I got halfway.
No.
He don't never drink no
when I was 15.
He don't never drink no PBI. No MGD.
It's probably better for everybody if we drink less PBR. Because it's real watery. Well, no, it's watery.
Everything
it gives you water. You got water in there.
It's all watery.
He don't never drink no PBI.
Listen, what level of water do you want?
No cheesecake.
What level of water do you want in your beer?
Yes.
Yeah. PBR levels.
PBR levels, baby. Even the PBR, the Pro Bull Riders, baby.
There it is. Lord. But Steve, did this look interesting to you?
I'm gonna watch it for inspiration.
Good reason to watch it. Good reason to watch it. Geekster, did I ask you about this? I did, right?
I think we all just kind of started talking about it.
You just started with Steve. So like,
okay. Geekster, what are your thoughts? Say it again.
That man was way too buff. He was way too buff. Like his muscles were smaller muscles. That scared the crap out of me. But y'all watch the movie. Most definitely.
For sure. That's a thumbs up. I believe that's 2 thumbs up so far. Kenny, what are your thoughts here?
That's gonna be for me. A no for me, dog. I've been out of rocking movies for a long time, so I just don't. I think I'm just falling out of love with boxing in general, just because of the history of it now with concussions and shit. So I don't. I'm not with it. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna get long.
One more movie for the culture.
I mean, let's stop doing
it's for the culture.
Let's stop doing it.
It's Michael B. Jordan.
Let's stop doing it. Listen, I'm not gonna shit
Felicia
talk
Rashad.
it. I'm not gonna shit talk it, but I'm not gonna put my time and energy in something that like I'm not feeling. Like if it's for the culture, I get it.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Go watch it if that's you, but that ain't me. Like that's not for me. So you know, it's one thing to be for the culture, but like I'm not gonna go see shit I'm not interested in. That's like me trying to get people to go see Wakanda Forever, like who ain't in the comic movies. Like you ain't got to see that. So like I hope people don't feel pressure to see movies like that because it's for the culture. Like, go see what makes you happy.
I don't know if anybody's pressured to see Creed 3.
I don't know. You'll be
really...
surprised.
I mean, I ain't even see Creed 2.
Motherfuckers be out here weird with their weirdness about these films and culture shit. So like, all right, listen, we don't do that here.
I feel like you do films for the culture if like Snoop Dogg is in it, and you know it's not gonna be that good, but you want to go out and support.
Like I definitely almost went to see what's that flight movie where he was in. Like
Soul Plane.
Yeah.
Did anybody see Soul Plane in the theater? I definitely have seen it on different bootlegs.
Like I almost went to see it because it was Snoop. Because like that was like a far.
He was decent in it.
But yeah, like once I watched it on like DVD, like we bought it on DVD, so I had it on DVD. So
I appreciate you. I feel like that's for the culture. If you bought Soul Plane instead of bootlegging it.
Yeah, bought it on DVD. You know, back when the interactive menus were a fun time. So
hey, damn, that doesn't happen anymore.
See, it don't. Dog,
they barely sell
Rush Hour.
It's a lost art.
Interactive DVDs. It was always like a casino gambling machine. One was a slot machine. One was like Keno or some shit. It was fun, loud as hell, and for no reason. But you know, the ADHD in me was like, yeah, look how interactive these are. Woo! Wow.
Oh, it took me in.
Well, look at
How
that.
old were you?
I
saw Friday in the theater in 4th grade. It was way too young.
I was too
but
young
it was
to see
hilarious.
Yeah, I was too young to see Friday in the theater, but we definitely saw it on bootleg.
Yeah, for sure. So that is 2 thumbs up, a thumbs down. Ash got him.
Nope.
So I didn't even see.
Like we know
I didn't see the second Creed.
You didn't have to. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I saw the first one. I liked the first one. The first one gave like it kind of felt kind of like an indie film, honestly.
It did.
And I appreciate it for it. It was just, not a whole lot of budget, but it told a solid story. And even with me not having seen the second one, I don't feel like it seems like it's gonna bar me from enjoying the third one.
Yeah.
Just knowing that the chick that he met in the first one, he ends up having a kid with.
Yep.
Career seems to be going well, and someone from his past is showing up. Cool. I can get with that. You can also get with seeing Jonathan Majors half naked. So that being said, I don't see me going to theaters. Look, if I can get him in an ice bath, I will count that as money well spent.
Very specific there. And it could happen. There's a solid chance.
Listen, we saw Creed in an ice bath. We might see him in an ice bath. That's all I'm saying.
Cross your fingers, folks.
Ashley, I really do hope this happens for you.
Yes, thank you. I don't like in this world. I just like to see hot men every now and then. But will I go to the theaters to see hot men? No.
What?
I know.
Dun,
Shocker,
dun,
right?
dun.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, anywhere. You got a point. You can go on the internet and do that.
Nope.
I'm just look. I'm just saying I can wait to watch this on like HBO Max or some kind of streaming where I can pause all of my favorite parts with Jonathan Majors and enjoy the movie that way.
Are you saying that Michael B. Jordan isn't hot?
Baddest motherfuckers of all
I mean,
he's
cute.
Or whatever.
Or whatever, but I don't know. It's just something about Jonathan Majors. It's just more.
It's the bell.
It's that big ass face.
It's feral. I can't describe it anything other than that. Just very
feral. Wow.
It's very.
That
masculine.
is an interesting choice. We are learning a lot about Ash today.
Like Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan feels very. He has a. Okay, let me put it this way. Michael B. Jordan. No, I'm saying like Michael B. Jordan has like a boyish charm to him compared to Jonathan Majors that gives more of like a manly appeal, like a very hyper masculine appeal.
King the Conqueror.
Interesting.
Yeah. He out here conquering things, you know.
It fits in a boxer's role, especially a boxer that just got out of jail. That's there will be a lot of virality in this movie. I'm sure.
I'm also coming off of seeing him from Lovecraft Country, and even like what he gave in Loki as Kang is just kind of like an intellectual, but like also a goof. Like I just like that. He's a giant nerd.
Wait, you don't like Michael B. Jordan's Hey Auntie?
Is who?
Trying to take over?
No, like I said, he has a very boyish charm that
Michael B. Jordan been in 2 Marvel movies.
I'm not knocking him for that.
Michael B. Jordan seems very much like the captain of the football team.
His boyish charm reminds me too much of my brothers and cousins. So there's no sexual appeal for me. He feels like a brother. He feels like a cousin. Yeah. It's a very boyish charm. Like, it's cute. He's a good-looking dude, but like Jonathan Majors has a more just yeah.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Listen.
He's cute or whatever.
I stand in solidarity with Ashley.
Look, this man down here, he knows what I'm talking about.
So hard.
So that I'm gonna say that is a thumbs up from Ash.
Oh.
No, she said she wouldn't see the movie.
Nope.
No, I said I was gonna see the movie and I was gonna pause it at home by myself.
Yeah,
she's gonna pause.
She's gonna watch it for a long time. It's gonna be there.
Don't judge me.
I don't think it's
DJ Elokari was not able to be present for this one, but he can be present to hit you.
He's right in the.
I'm here.
You saw it?
I've seen the trailer before.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Yeah, man. This looks good. Looks dope to me. I mean, I saw Creed too.
I could tell by the octaves that your voice went up that you're into this.
Jonathan made it look like he about to whip some whole ass.
Definitely.
Like it looked like he about to whip some ass. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan gonna be able to win this one.
That's how it's supposed to look. This is I imagine there's a parallel with Rocky 3 on this one.
Yeah, he might be getting that ass whipped. But and I think you don't get Jonathan Majors if you're not about to use him for at least 2 films, in my opinion.
For sure.
But yeah, man, it looks, as far as like the film itself, it looks fun. I'm excited to see this one. I like the intrigue of it. It's a really interesting. You know what though? I have to say, this is a story that, like, this trope has kind of like existed in a lot of like black films. I'm starting to kind of notice where it's like, oh man, I'm the homie that was in jail. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be my brother's keeper.
You owe me, man. I did that rap for you. Like,
man, let me whip that ass.
Jonathan Majors is the Tony Yayo of this movie.
What movie was? I watched some movie literally like 2 days ago where it was the exact same story. Oh yes, I was watching Save the Last Dance. And
wow.
Yeah. Literally, it was, and they had the same.
Have I not seen Save the Last Dance? I don't know.
There's no reason to see Save the Last Dance.
Yeah, there's a couple. You just rewatch it. It's funny.
Is that the one with the white girl and the black guy?
Yeah.
Yes. You need to see it.
One of them gets out of jail.
She was the worst dancer in the whole movie. Yeah, she was the one trying to go to Juilliard.
Yeah.
Like, how dare they?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, white women.
There was a white dude who wrote it. Like, so many of those 90s movies with black people was written by white folks. It's like, you see Bride.
Oh, for sure.
See how? It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man. You know, either they don't know or they don't show. Let's give the white girl cornrows. No big deal. But anyway, but yeah, man, it's like I noticed that it's a premise, you know what I'm saying, and a deeper conversation for something later on. It's just like what people do decide to spend their coins on and don't spend their coins on is totally up to them. You know, sometimes people, and I will say that this is coming off of something like Tyson, the TV show and all that kind of stuff. I'm interested to see where this one goes.
For sure.
So I'm gonna give it a chance, and not even just for the culture. Like I'm willing to, I'm invested now. I done watched 2 of these damn movies. I'm gonna watch the 3rd.
There you go.
I like it. I like it.
Well, so folks, let's see here. It's 9:15. We have another trailer. Do we want to watch another trailer?
Yes.
We got time. Why not?
It's Black Panther, right?
Ant-Man.
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 Yeah. I want to talk about it.
Yeah. DJ Lokari, folks, is going to hit you with some hits. DJ Lokari, what hits you going to hit him with?
Well, we about to play this Slugs and Potatoes, son.
Hey.
And then some more songs.
Who made Slugs and Potatoes?
That'll be Geekster, the SuperNerd. That's probably what's crashing my computer. Me trying to download this video so quickly. But yeah, man, we're gonna watch that, and then we're gonna hear some more songs from the Knuckles new album.
There we go. Nice. You are watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. Stay tuned. We're gonna do a shout out alert and watch the trailer for Ant-Man Quantumania.
Ant-Man.
Next up. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
What did he do with the gun?
He was playing with it.
Playing with it. Like how? What kind of playing?
Like he was like, this time president, he comes back, and then I guess he had put his hand around the trigger and
put his hand on the trigger and did what?
I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't like, cause when I heard him cock, cause you can hear it gun, and I'm right here beside him, and I heard him cock it, like, I was like, chill out, stop playing with a gun, bro.
History loves company. In so many ways, it's kinda sad. Made your names real salty cause your reputation is kinda bland. Locking you up before you had the chance to blow. The timing is bad. Neither one of y'all really tripping because you know that your time's at hand. The mind of a man, always focused and resilient. Heroes always shine a light upon the world that shows the villain. And always remember, always watch for your family members. Their hugs be warm, but their heart be cold as December. Your loved ones, folks you knew since you were knee-high, they gon' disown you when you get jammed. Now you see why. People like those, that they were only our foes, trying to give false support. Really acting like they been praying for you, but they're giving no false reports. It beats me, supporting you secretly. They hate to tell. Feel the torture when you're cupping up, but celebrating when you fail. Kato's charged with murder, and Lil Sip charged with manslaughter. No questions further, claiming that he killed the man's daughter. It's no surprise. Stuff like this happens all the time. The guilty get away, but the innocent take the fall for crimes. People know that it's a crying shame, yet it's still y'all laugh at it. Bad habits, ruin their names with salt, fresh out the cabinet. In the jam without bread or peanut butter, coming from the gutter. 10 toes, standing by what they do and what they say and never stutter. Cowards in the system keep watch, but they're too afraid to try them out. Putting salt upon both of their names, thinking it's about to dry them out. They're probably mad because they're wearing the slime, is what I've been guessing. Got them stressing, it's a slime to keep a slug protected. What you expecting? It's bad enough that life is a bad chick that you can't remove. You're gonna need some support and reassurance to help you maneuver. Walking through those gates behind bars, feeling hatred, got your mind in scars. Hated in the system, got hate in the free world, but you find bizarre. Feel like a cracker, salted by folks outside and inside your cell. Pouring salt on you cause they know that you don't have a shell. They must have an appetite, making meals out the real, they're so suspicious. Their souls vicious, they find your pain to be so delicious. Salt you like a slug on the plate, but they'll eat you just like a potato. He say, she say crap, them the games he wanna play though. He really called himself Lil Sip, like he finna put us on the map.
His mom the one writing all of his songs, he really doesn't know how to rap.
Agitated, he had a Camaro before he finished school, how was that?
Everything he got is name brand, he ain't nothing but a spoiled brat.
The kid got a little bit of swag, but he ain't got to be famous.
That lifestyle in his bloodstream, he got it from his dad Roger Davis.
The one that claim he run East Atlanta, he ain't nothing but a troublemaker.
Avoiding crumbs, both of them guys be acting dumb when they touch the paper.
That boy from Nexus lame, his label ain't making noise.
Need to put it on mute. On top of that, what the heck is a junkie boy?
They all grin cause they're in the pen, thinking that they feel down and out, feeling a certain way. They know they have nothing to frown about.
want a good time. Everybody, everybody, everybody want a good time. Everybody, everybody, everybody wanna. Everybody, just trying to get right. You don't wanna be left tonight. Everyone's so excited, 'cause everybody want a good time. Everybody, just trying to get right. You don't wanna be left tonight. Everyone's so excited, 'cause everybody want a good time. Everybody, everybody, everybody want a good time. Everybody, everybody, everybody want a
And we're back.
Oh, hey, you're watching BlurdDotRadio.
BlurdDot Radio.
Bam. DJ L. Okari just hit you with some hits. DJ L. Okari, what hits did you hit him with?
Oops, my bad. Yeah, man, we just started off with a music video by Geekster, the SuperNerd, that was called, which, yeah, man, super dope, bro. Like, I don't know, for sure. And that video is called Slugs and Potatoes. Shout outs to Geekster SuperNerd with that dope ass video. And then we heard Everybody from the new album of the Knuckles. I hope they have a dance along, like an actual like step to it.
I was gonna say I feel like that's a line dance appropriate song.
Like I hope there's like actually a line dance that they created to go along with this, because that'll be
For
dope.
sure. For sure. So folks, it's time.
If I'm ready to drink anything else, let's get it. You know, it's just what it is.
Listen, you just got to be ready. You can't get ready for Malort. We here at BlurdDotRadio have the fine opportunity to advertise this lovely liqueur that is called Jepson's Malort, processed at CH Distillery. Go down to CH Distillery. I believe their location is in Pilsen. Yes. Tip your servers. Have a good time. Clean up after yourself. This bottle right here, of this liquid right here, has the aroma and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers everywhere. We're going to do the toast that I got from a great man named E40. And that toast goes, I am not above you. I am not below you. I am right here with you. Cheers, folks.
I've already had like 2 glasses of wine. I'm done. Tonight, I need some water.
You don't got to tap out. You can. Don't quit.
No, I need water. Now I don't drink hardly enough water.
Water.
You should drink a lot more water.
I should. I don't.
We all should. Out there, folks. So we got another trailer to watch.
Let's do it.
Let me finish chewing my carrot.
I'm like, what the fuck are you smacking?
Marvel Films. Carrots. Marvel is releasing a third Ant-Man title.
Ant-Man.
This one's
Ant-Man has an effing trilogy. That's crazy.
Yeah. There you go.
Who would have thought?
The Ant-Man trilogy.
Wow.
This one will have the first appearance of the, I don't want to say the evil Kang the Conqueror, but like I guess the
variation.
The Kang on the come up, creeping on the come up Kang is what I'm gonna call him.
It's pretty great that it's a black man playing Kang, because Kang is a black
for sure.
ass name.
Yeah.
Kang, get your ass in here.
It also sounds like the name of a black person's dog.
Kang.
Can't get in the house.
My cousin's name is Kane.
With an N?
No, K-A-I-N.
Interesting.
Yep. Kane.
I knew
But in
somebody
St. Louis, we
cousin
say
named
Kane.
Abel.
Huh?
You ain't got a cousin named Abel.
Nope.
Not no more. I'm sorry. Cain, Abel. So you get.
Too soon? Okay.
Too soon. Yeah. Ant-Man 3, Quantumania, here on BlurdDotRadio. Here we go.
Ant-Man.
I used to ask myself a lot of questions. Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an Avenger?
Happy-go-lucky white man.
That doesn't make sense. But everywhere
Popular
I go, people
superhero.
tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
People still need help, Dad. That's why we made this. It's like a satellite for deep space, but quanta.
Wait a minute. You're sending
Fucking
a
up.
signal down to the quantum realm.
Ain't that
Turn
the
it
grandmom that just got out of the quantum realm?
Shout out to the Catwoman of the 90s.
Look, now we done lost grandma again.
I hope the movie starts just that fast.
Where?
And there it is.
Quantum realm, girl. How she don't know where they are?
She ain't think that much about it.
It's a secret universe beneath ours.
The secret universe. That was a weird way to put
What are you
it.
so afraid of?
Is it secret or do I just not know what
Right,
the fuck
There's
it is?
something
It's
I
not-
never told
It's
you.
not a secret. You just don't know about it. No one's trying to hide it from you. You just never asked.
This place.
So when I watched the new Rockstar's review, they talked about whatever that thing is that he put into that machine. I don't remember the detail, and I just did a shot. Look at him, it's Bill Murray.
And give you.
And of course, there are bars everywhere.
If you
There was
help
an Ant-Man who just got spaghetti-fied.
So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
They put on my mans.
Jonathan Majors made
We're
it.
a family, man. We're a family film. I'm gonna need to cover up all them titties, Jonathan Majors. Can't
No
be
cleavage
seducing
in
a
this
white
one,
woman.
Majors.
Not so much.
I'm mad that we never got a scene. This is random with T'Challa seducing the Invisible Woman.
Oh yeah.
One day.
What's her
One
name?
day.
Will we? 'Cause
Sue
I'm not-
Storm? No.
Yes,
What?
she's gone.
Wasn't that a thing? Kenny, you're a
Yeah.
comic book guy.
No,
they were in a hot
Namor-
tub. I remember the thing.
Namor and Sue Storm never.
That wasn't
I'm almost
T'Challa?
certain Black
No.
Panther and Sue Storm had a thing.
No.
I mean, Kenny would know better than me.
That's definitely not a thing. That's happened.
You got a thing going on.
Here we go.
Nope,
Okay.
there it is. T'Challa and Sue Storm almost had a thing. It's there's the
Weren't they
comic
like
book
naked
page.
in a jungle river or something?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
looks real Jack Kirby-ish too.
Mm-hmm. Beat that,
Yeah,
Kenny.
Probably old
it
as
could be
hell.
recent. I could be misreading.
That's not recent. The Fantastic Four hasn't been around in a while.
We weren't
I'm
talking
sorry.
recent.
That was when I said it.
That
It
is fine.
was a
It's
thing that happened a
hilarious.
long time ago.
Yeah, that's just old as hell.
Yeah, but
What you supposed to know about the old as hell stuff? That's what
I
What
am
are we paying
not
you
even
for?
know about
What
the
are we
old as
paying
hell
you
comic
for,
book
Kenny?
thing.
I
What
don't
are we
know
paying you
every.
for?
I don't know everything.
I don't believe you. I think you do.
You do everything.
Quantumania, I'm into it. I feel like they chose Yellow Brick Road as a song because it's going to be Wizard of Oz-esque. Kang playing the wizard, except he's a real wizard that kills Avengers. I heard that in the comic book convention version, like the NY Comic Con version of the trailer, he asked Ant-Man, "Have I killed you before?" And that's probably why Ant-Man was running next to a Ant-Man who got spaghettified right next to him.
It's a lot of superheroes getting spaghettified lately. Well, one of them.
That's the way to go. That's what they're doing now. That's the trending way to kill a superhero. Yeah. I'm into it. I see no reason not to be into it. My only worry is the pacing, because I feel like recently Marvel hasn't really been pacing their movies well.
Yeah, the movies.
Yeah, things happen real fast. Characters get thrown out. I don't know. I mean, clearly characters aren't going to get thrown out in this one. Seeing as how Kang is the next big bad, and we're dealing with the ant family, the ant hill. I don't know what to call these people.
Lang.
Right.
I mean, I
like
came up with something.
Anthill.
I feel good.
I like Anthill. The Colony. Let's call them the Colony.
The Colony.
None of
that. Sounds like something that will play on the CW.
American Horror Story, The Colony.
Yeah, I'm into this. DJ Lokari, what do you think?
Yeah, man. Ant-Man. Can't believe it is a third movie. Shout outs to the Ant-Man folks. This looks dope. I'm excited to see where they're going with this. Kang has to win. So
for the culture.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna either end with him like getting away or him fucking some shit up and moving on.
Do you think they would actually kill Ant-Man?
Yeah, maybe just
they killed Spider-Man. They killed Spider-Man and he felt it. It wasn't like a quick thing. When the rest of the characters died, it was just a thing. Spider-Man died scared. If they do that, they'll do anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see this being the end of him, potentially. And like be like one of the things that sets him off is like, dang, this dude is actually like real. You know what I'm saying? If they kill him off. So I don't know. I think that's a possibility for this movie.
Sure. I think that it's more likely that they'll kill Michelle Pfeiffer or Michael Douglas.
Probably Michael Douglas.
Yeah,
probably most likely that Michael Douglas. Somebody gonna get killed. Somebody has to die in this one. It can't be Cassie because they trying to build their Young Avengers movies with all that. So it most definitely ain't gonna be her. But yeah, this looks great. I'm excited for it. I can't believe they've kept me energized with 3 freaking. I mean, Ant-Man is always just like a nice little got an Ant-Man movie, but this one actually feels like it has some weight to it. So
I like Ant-Man movies.
They've been good. I wonder if they're gonna kill T.I.
I forgot T.I. was in this at all.
T.I. is in
Was he
Ant-Man.
in the second one?
Yeah, they're using both of them.
He's in all of them. T.I. has, I want to get small T.I. in this.
Listen, the fact that T.I. acted well in the movie, I was happy to see that.
I mean, he was just T.I. for the most part.
Yeah. But he was T.I. like doing stuff, like not just T.I. being tough.
Yeah. The last thing though, like I thought, my only gripe with this one was that stupid ass question that they asked Michelle Pfeiffer. What you scared of? She was stuck down there for years, my nigga. Like, why would she not? Kind of dumbass question is
that things. Vagina face roach monster thing.
Like, what the hell?
Shit down there.
Whoa, what's going on? What are you scared of? Going back here for the rest of my fucking life. I was just here. I was literally.
I barely made it out the first
here. Shit, not only that, but like I came out and then was dusted for 5 more years, and now I'm about to go back.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would I want to go back there, y'all? Come on now.
Can I live?
Stupid ass question. Nope. Goodness gracious. Just because you had 5 years of development that no one got to see,
Wow, Elgin.
Really in your bag.
Yeah, it was. Goodness gracious. Felt passionately about this, apparently. Anyway. That was a dumbass question.
So that's a thumbs up. You know what? I feel the need to bring this up because I tried to go to the movies. Me and Nikki tried to go to the movies this week to one of those like free screenings. Who was the young lady that used to get us the free screening tickets? It was Ray somebody, and then she left, and then there was somebody else after that.
Yeah, I forgot her name. She was dope.
We got to figure out who that is and get some tickets again.
Yeah, I think it's about time. We could probably get free tickets to go see Teal.
No,
thank
you.
No, thank you. I'm 40. I know the story. I don't need.
Yeah,
I don't need
right.
to
I don't need to. That's not
I've heard it a million times.
I feel like it's for someone.
That's
There are
not
kids
me, though.
out there that need to see.
Yeah.
You know, somebody might have said this about Denzel's Malcolm X movie to me, but when I saw it, I was like 10, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was
Somebody
dope.
needs to have an oh shit moment after seeing this, but it's not me. I've had those oh shit moments. I got books.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm okay.
I got books.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah.
Kenny, what are your thoughts on this one?
I got books. No. I'm looking forward to this. I have enjoyed all the Ant-Man movies. Yeah, I mean, they've set this up for a while. Like, they told us where we're going to see Kang. So to finally see just what it's going to look like visually, I'm really excited for. So hopefully this gives us more insight into what Loki was seeing. And because a lot of the stuff we saw in that trailer kind of reminds me of a little bit of the area, or or at least the the type of environment that Loki was in his first season. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays into where we find Ant-Man at with his story. So I'm just looking to just enjoy this movie. It looks fun, so
yeah,
I'm ready for it.
I'm looking forward to, because I can't imagine that they won't do this. I'm looking forward to seeing what Kang has influenced in the previous phases of Marvel movies. Because remember, they said Loki was or the Avengers were allowed to jump time. So the person that allowed them to do that is Kang. So I'm looking forward to seeing that kind of backtracking that they like to do in these movies. Ash, do you know Jonathan Majors is probably going to keep his shirt on. He might take it off at some point.
Tomato, throwing tomatoes.
They got white women in the room.
I know.
Keep your shirt on.
So I've actually not seen any of the Ant-Man movies. So, but I probably see this one just for Jonathan Majors and its tie-in to Loki. Like, just Loki setting up who Kang was.
Low key setting it up, you know what I mean?
Hi-yo.
Yeah. Low key setting up Kang. I want to see more of his character, seeing as I don't know when the fuck Loki's gonna be coming back anyway. And I mean, didn't they kill him? I feel like they killed him anyway in the Loki series.
Loki?
No, he's
no, like
he's alive.
They killed an iteration of him. But
they killed He Who Remains.
Yeah. And when he came back, like Kang's statue was all over the place. So, I feel like this Ant-Man movie will be pivotal to understanding other parts of the multiverse of the Marvel Universe. So this is one that I actually need to pay attention to it at this point. Will I go to the theaters for it? When did it say it was coming out?
Oh shit, I don't know. Ant-Man 3 release date. Loading.
Depending on when it comes out.
February.
February. That's kind of cold.
It's gonna be cold. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to leave my house for that. I mean, maybe I can maybe go to the theaters for that. You know.
The second season of Loki is said to. It will be released mid 2023. Consist of 6 episodes.
Damn, only 6.
So not long after what's mid 2023?
Probably like April, May.
Yeah.
May is usually a big time for superhero movies. Usually around my friend's birthday, actually, around like May 3rd.
Also, shout out to your friend. That's my brother's birthday.
Yeah, we're actually going to Vegas next year. Anyway.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so yeah, yeah, sure. Seeing Jonathan Majors clothed, I guess I can go to theaters for that. But half naked, I'd like to watch that in the privacy of my own home with a pause button.
Wow. Wow.
You got to make loops out of it so you can watch GIFs.
Make GIFs.
When the TV is on.
Wallpapers, all that good stuff. Have it playing in the background.
So that's 3 thumbs up so far. Steve, how do you feel about Ant-Man 3?
Ant-Man.
I think you're muted, Steve.
Steve was trying to unmute himself from, making the beats and shit.
Is it?
There you go.
There you are.
Oh, okay, cool. I can't unmute myself for whatever reason. My shit is froze, but I'm still here though. I like the Ant-Man series.
Ant-Man.
It's fun.
Ant-Man. Yeah, I think it's fun.
He get big, he get small.
He shoots down buildings and carries them around.
Come on now.
Best case scenario, T.I. gets killed and not goes back to jail.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
He can't go back to jail.
If they find his guns, if he can hide his guns well enough, he'll be fine. His character will be.
I wouldn't be shocked if T.I. and the other homie are the heroes of the whole movie that pulled them out of the quantum realm.
Probably.
Without the Fantastic, with the Fantastic Four or a member of.
I was gonna say, I almost guarantee that Ant-Man's gonna come out in a different universe.
Yeah. No, I won't say he comes out in a different universe. It's going
or a
to
different
come out
timeline. I don't know.
He's going to come out so like theoretically in Loki they killed who was that? Is that He Who Remains?
Yeah.
So theoretically they killed the only good version of Kane. Or
they killed the only version.
The only version of Kane. He's like, yo. He's basically like, hey, you killed me, but you don't like the other niggas that come after me, bro. And
that's what it is.
I've done a lot of growth. You send me back there, then.
I learned a lot about myself by killing myself,
I guess you would learn a lot about yourself.
You would learn a lot about yourself. And so, and then when Loki comes back and sees, there's, Kane, there's actual Kane the Conqueror. So we might low key be going through we actually might be watching a sub story of Kane more than we are watching a
the way that not Endgame, Infinity War was basically about Thanos.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think we're watching, and it's going to take place over a lot more movies. I think, which is
for sure. Absolutely.
I think that's well done. So it makes me question what was the purpose of Thor: Love and Thunder a lot more.
To fill the space, I think of it as a filler episode.
Yeah.
Or we got to put something out.
I mean, it was so that we can have Love become a part of the Young Avengers eventually.
Also,
I guess.
I mean, that's what all these shits have been.
Also, so we can see Thor's ass.
I mean, you got to get your biannually dose of Chris Hemsworth's butt.
Where I can, we got America's ass.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
I got Thor's gonna pick up that mantle.
Fucking right. I'm really
Asgard.
And the ass and Asgard.
There you go.
I want. So yeah, I'll see the shit.
Okay. Steve will see this shit. Geekster, did you get a chance to see the trailer?
To this day.
Oh, Geekster, can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I would have to say, I don't know. The trailer, it left a lot to be desired. It had like a couple of cool scenes. I would say maybe not a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but like a middle. I would probably watch it.
You mean like a
right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yeah. Well, there will be more trailers. We got a few months until February. Yeah. So that's what we got, folks. That is the BlurdDotRadio review of Ant-Man Quantumania trailer number 1. We'll be doing. When does Black Panther come out? Will it be too late to do this trailer next week?
Next month on 11th.
Sweet. We'll talk about that one next week. But for now, we're gonna go into shout outs, or as Kenny calls them,
shouts and murmurs.
Not the most enthusiastic shouts and murmurs.
Oh, the spookiest shouts and murmurs.
There we go. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to. Oh, you sounded a little distracted. Is all.
No, I wasn't. I was ready, but like I couldn't nail down the Halloween sound I wanted. So,
I got you.
No, thank you for giving me that read. I appreciate you.
Hey, listen, man. Like you said, I'll alley-oop it to you. You dunk it down. I want to give a shout out to my partner Nikki, as always. Love you. I want to give a shout out to. Damn, if I even give a shout out to Blake Lemoire, who came to my show closing on Friday and helped me out with some framing issues I was having. I want to give a shout out to Martha Wade, who also showed up to that show. I want to give a shout out to everybody who helped make this show a thing. It did pretty well. My next one will be on November 18th at Connect Gallery. It may not be the 18th. That's kind of soon. It depends on how fast I can get these things framed. Maybe the week after. Maybe November 25th. We'll see. But yeah, shout out to Naked Ash and the people who watched tonight. Yeah, there it is. I will pass my shout outs to Steve.
Shout out to everybody who loves everybody. Put down the guns and pick up a pair of brass knuckles.
It's real.
Yeah.
You'll still get a concussion.
Yeah. It's not gonna be great.
You'll live.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great.
But you live to fight another day.
You lose some, but you live.
You used to fight with
fight another
day.
day.
And then you'll just be fighting in the rest of your life. So,
good job.
Yeah, but yeah, fucking all that shit. Yeah. Other than that, I hope everybody has a good night and like eats fruit and everything. So, that's into that.
There you go. Thank you, Steve. DJ Elokari, who you want to shout out?
First things first, shout outs to everybody that's been coming to the must-see Black horror films. We appreciate you all showing up.
Thank you.
Those who came out to the who came out to the Nostalgia Art Show. Shout outs to all you all, everyone who performed. And also, like, I just have to do like two. It's not a shout out; it's just a record. You know, just making a moment to understand like the world we're living in right now. So first off, I had to make mention of over 160 people who passed after being trampled in Itaewon, Korea.
I know about that one.
Yeah, that was rough. That was the weekend.
I've actually been in that area. It is a highly clubby area and whatnot, and they just went ham for Halloween. And one of my
was something set on fire. What was the?
No, just too heavy. I think like the building just kind of couldn't handle the weight of all the people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so some influencers were outside dancing, and it made all these people go run over to that area, and it collapsed. But yeah, I talked to one of my friends who's still in Korea right now, and her family is all okay, and they were not there. So I was just really, again, but over 160 people dying from being trampled.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs, well wishes to the young people who experienced the school shooting at my alma mater, Central Visual and Performing Arts.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a school shooting, like an active shooter a week ago, and a student and a teacher lost their lives in that school shooting. It's just, and that's a performing arts school, so like this is like the really weird shit I'm talking about right now. So just like hold your people close, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, like just parents, man. You know what I mean? It's never, nothing like this stuff is ever good. So it's just it really sucks, man. That something like this happens. So
Definitely.
Blessings to everyone who has to go through therapy and all that stuff. Please take care of your people.
And shout out some world news. They don't talk about it on the news much, but 3/4 of Nigeria is underwater. 600 people died. Send aid. Like there's a lot happening. Climate change is fucking up a lot of people. They're just not American people, so we don't hear about it.
Or Eastern European.
Or Eastern European. White people. Yeah. In short, white. They're not white people, so we don't hear about it. Thank you for those shout outs, DJ Elokari. Ash.
Sorry. Very.
You can do this, I believe in you.
Right? Yeah. Like, you do
Listen,
you do this every week.
Every week, and I was
going
to shout out.
Practice makes perfect.
I was going to shout out Naked Ash, and Mike stole
With your
my
Naked
thunder.
Ash.
You don't stole my thunder. I was going to shout her out because she's still working on
My
my
bad.
podcast.
I was trying to support you.
Well, no, you took my shout out. But anyway, same shout outs to her and her working on her podcast. She had some troubling times coming to see me this weekend. Yeah, it was very traumatizing what she had to witness on the train. But otherwise, I will give a shout out to my office. Cool peoples, my coworkers. Cool peoples. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Do you see that Naked Ash said, "I love you, Ash"? Because it looks like your avatar was looking at the ceiling.
Yes. No. My neck. I have a very big forehead, so my neck kind of tilts back.
My back,
now and then.
my neck, and my back. All right.
Yes, love you too, Naked Ash.
There you go. With your Naked Ash. Kenny.
Shout out to my mom who just being wonderful sent me a little bit of money. So shout out to her for just saying, "Did you get it?" I'm like, "Did I get what?" It's like, "Oh, hooray!"
Hey.
So shout out to my mom. Shout out to me because I said I was gonna buy a cake today for myself. So I went to Portillo's app. It said, "Bitch, bring me a whole motherfucking cake."
Treat yourself.
Are we celebrating anything in particular? Or you just wanted the cake?
Hell no, we just wanted
Life.
the cake. We celebrate.
I had one last Sunday too.
Hell, my nigga.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Portillo's cake is out here. Shout out to you.
Cake is life. I attended a bunch of Halloween parties this weekend, and they were all A1. I was in a barn yesterday. I was at a house party with Ash's favorite dancer again.
Here you go again. You do this all the time. You always tell me about when you go and actually see her perform, but you don't never invite nobody.
I post on my Instagram like weekly.
I ain't on Instagram like that. You know what?
Well,
let's say I constantly post on my party. So shout out to Hoochie Hotspot, Lizzo.
Put it in the fucking chat.
You guys crushed it. Fine, I'll put it in the chat. But you can just look at my Instagram story because I posted it a lot.
Put it in the fucking
chat. Shout out.
I seen it.
Yeah, Mike saw it. I know
That's
Elgin seen it. Elgin seen it.
Shut up. You're just saying that just to make me mad.
No, they always
think
in my story. They always like checking out my stories.
Kenny posts good stories.
I hate
Kenny has really great stories.
Y'all know I don't like to be on Instagram.
And so I'm sorry I've been lacking on BlurdDotRadio
Well.
stories. I will get back to it now, November, because October is my super busy month. So thank you to everybody who's been coming out to our movie nights on Wednesdays. They have grown and gotten better and better every week. It has been awesome. I got to talk my ass off about one of my favorite movies on Wednesday, Death by Temptation. So thank you to everybody. And also shout out to Elgin, who after we talked about it, went home and watched the theatrical and hit me back and said, "You know what? Yes, the theatrical film is better because the director's cut had far too many. I understand why they had to cut it up, but it made it hard for people to watch in the movie. So I ended up doing a lot of explaining of a lot of scenes as to why things didn't look the same. So I'm glad Elgin thought enough about the movie that like he stuck with it and went to go check it back out because it's worth your time.
Sure.
Honestly, black folk, like seriously, this movie honestly is a trailblazer black horror film. A lot of the things you see in this movie honestly were happening before a lot of movies about other black and white folks is happening. So shout out to James Bond III making one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And shout out to my partners. Shout out to everybody enjoying Halloween Eve. Tomorrow is Halloween, so be safe. Make sure you don't put drugs in your kids' candy, or just give me the drugs.
Yeah, just
give
take
me
your
the
drugs
drugs.
Give me hella drugs.
Ain't no adult giving kids drugs. You know how expensive drugs are?
Drugs
Get out
are
of
very
here.
expensive.
Hey, drugs are
For sure.
expensive. So
I wonder how much acid goes for nowadays.
that's a good question.
That's just
Shout out to my boss who was running around high on acid yesterday when I was at work.
But yeah, shout out to you guys too. Another great show. And I'm sorry I missed last Wednesday. I got caught up in traffic. So it's great to be back on the show. So I love you guys.
Great to have you back.
Let's do it again.
For sure. Last but not least, Geekster the SuperNerd, our esteemed guest of the evening. Who do you want to shout out?
Well, I want to give a shout out to Villainous Beat. He will be producing the entire album I'm working on.
Hey.
I would definitely say shout out to the amazing engineer I'm working with. He heard the first two songs and he automatically want to be a part of it. I would say shout out to the people that believed in me, like Crazy the Great. Even the other people that like Otaku Noob, the actual anime podcast. They've been showing me a lot of love ever since I interviewed. I've been interviewed by them. I would say shout out to everybody in BlurdDotTV and BlurdDotRadio. It's good to be a part of the fam. It's good to just be able to see you all again and do this, you know.
For sure.
And last but not least, shout out to the people that provide this crappy Wi-Fi I'm on AT&T. Thank you. I don't know what I do with that.
Man, I left AT&T a long time ago.
Yeah, fuck AT&T.
Hey,
I almost had like
they're
a legit stroke, like on the phone, trying to like, yeah. I had to have my girlfriend hold my hand at times. I was about to punch them all.
Xfinity or RCN.
RCN.
I'll do Xfinity. Yeah. Xfinity is pretty dependable.
I said Xfinity or RCN.
Okay, Xfinity it is. Then. Yeah.
There you go. All right, making Wi-Fi happen here. Well, making Wi-Fi happen here on BlurdDotRadio. Cut us a check. Xfinity. Or stop fucking overcharging me for shit. They do that. I'll tell you that now.
They do, yeah.
You go over what's your Wi-Fi plan?
Same. Right here.
Yeah.
They
do a lot.
They extra for that bullshit.
Yeah, it's so look out.
But that was a law. You know what? That's because politicians allowed it to happen. There used to never be a data cap, and then they made it a law.
Yeah.
So like we need to go. We can go back to not.
Yeah. Vote.
Yeah. Way to bring it back.
Midterm elections are here. Those GOP fascists are really going for it.
Yes, they really are going.
These are the death throes of white supremacy, or it could come back.
Please.
We got to figure that out. If you're in Arizona, shout out to you. Report those people sitting around with AK-47s covering their cowardly ass faces while you try to vote. Fuck you to all the people who are doing that. And join us next week on BlurdDotRadio. Love, peace, hair grease. Read a book. Fucking vote.
Now that's a titty. Fully, man. That is an official fully.